Yo, 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 yo. This is Big Boss. Big Boss from where? Brooklyn, New York. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, Oakland, California. The other Brooklyn. That's what's up. Big Boss from Oakland, California. Yeah, we going live. Man. Ooh wee. Did my counter deceive me? Oh, there we go. Boop. There we go. There we go. Man, that thing was looking like snake eyes. Okay, we got 5 or 6 people up in the building. That's what's up. Yeah, tonight I got a special guest. I know everybody tripping. Say, what? Big Boss doing a live on a Monday? It's going down on a Monday? And didn't even do nothing this whole weekend. No Friday night tap in, no Saturday night live. 2 weeks, no Saturday night. Yeah, but it is what it is. So one reason is I think Bossy Boss is coming down with it. What Ben came down with a little cold for about a week. If you guys remember the last time I did a Friday night live 2 Fridays ago, I had a little coffee cough on that Friday, and then I didn't have a live that Saturday. And then this past week, I didn't do Friday or Saturday. And this whole weekend, I'm getting over a little cough and headache and all the shit. I hope it ain't to see. I hope I ain't got to see. So you know what I'm saying? I've been medicating, you know, and I got my tea and shit. So yeah, we about to get into it, man. So tonight, like I said, I got a special guest. To date, this is basically one of the bigger YouTubers I had on this channel for a full-ass interview. I did have some big ones pull up in comments and stuff like that, but this is one of the bigger YouTubers I had for a featured interview. So without further ado, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Put your hands together for Blackmentravels.
What's going on, fam? What's going on? What's good? What's good?
Hey,
What's good with the
man.
family? Let me come over here a little bit more.
I know, right? Yeah, you know, I'm tripping, man. My little light is on super bright, man. I had to mess around with the little wires and stuff to get it to work right. And I think it got too much amp. It's too turned up. So it's like me. It's too turned up. It might be blinding. I'm I think I'm just gonna undo it. I hate
you might can set your screen a little further back. It might help.
A little further back.
Well, I'm talking about like on the StreamYard. You know how you click the different screens?
Well, not really.
Okay.
I'm like Razor Ray. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You're gonna mess around, make me in my screen.
Hey, no, you good.
I'm just gonna kind of angle it kind of away. You catch one little flank. One part is just hella bright. Yeah, I ordered. It's nice. So I ordered this thing. I'll let y'all secret sauce. I ordered it off of Etsy or whatever that site Etsy, and a dude custom made it in Russia, and it took like forever to get here. It took like over a month to get here from Russia. It went through Germany, and it finally got here. This right before I started my channel. So it's kind of dope, but the wiring is like on some European shit, and I got like adapters and stuff and hella shit I had to do to get it to work. And then so the wires became frayed, so I kind of fucked with them, and I think I made the shit too bright. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, I have Blackmentravels.
We in here, baby. We in here, man.
Hey, man. I made it. Boss made it. I made it. What's good with you, man?
Man, cooling out here in Brazil, man. It's been raining the last couple of days. I think we're kind of going into that rainy season a little bit. I mean, it rains a lot here. I think it rained a lot while you was down here, right?
Man, it showed here to rain me out, man. I was trying to do that hang gliding shit. Even though I heard people were telling me I was too big for it, so I might have to do the little paragliding and the little seat shit. But I couldn't even do that because it was raining so much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like when it rains out here, man, it like people don't really do that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It ain't too much you can do.
Really ain't too much. Yeah, man. Like it definitely puts a damper on things. I mean, still one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but
yes, sir.
That rain's something else. And when it rains, boy. I tell you,
man. Like, well, really, Amazon rainforest, huh? You guys really got the Amazon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we get into it. So I'm gonna ask you just to excuse me because like I said, I'm getting over some kind of cold and congestion, so I might do a cough or two. And we're just gonna struggle through it. If you get too bad, I'm gonna mute myself and just let you take over and rock and roll, man. You the established YouTuber. You know what I'm saying?
I got a small channel, man. I'm still trying to grow it, brother.
Hey man, you on your way. You on your way. Just about that. So when did you start your channel? How long your channel been up?
Man, I started my channel about, I want to say maybe 2.5 years ago, bro.
Okay.
Because Jay Clyde was like my first interview, if I'm not mistaken. He might be my
shout
first.
out to Jay Clyde, yeah.
Or
he's a Brazilian
vet. MJ Hines out there in the Philippines, or it was Jay Clyde. But it was one of like the first 3 interviews I did.
First 3 interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2.5 years. Well, you did good. Less than 3 years, you got 13K. Man, you're gonna get 15, 20 soon.
Man, I'm working towards it, bro. I'm working towards it. You know, it jumped up there when I went to Colombia, and I think
that's everybody's secret sauce, huh? It worked wonders for Ace. Shout out to Ace Live.
Yeah, when I went to Colombia, that bad boy. You know, YouTube is funny, man, because you just have a good week and you get 10,000 subs in 1 week, and then you just slow down.
You slow down. You know so yeah, man, say that. Speak on that, man, because like I said, I lost my channel in September. I really like to say October because it was like literally, like I remember the day because I remember the first video I did and what it was about, the subject matter, R. Kelly, when the verdict dropped. So I can tell you it was September 27th. So the last couple of days of September. So really I like to say October. So anyway, so the month of October though, I was on fire. In October, I gained 683, 685 subs.
Nice.
Yeah, 680 in 1 month, October. Man, that was it. In November, I don't even think I gained 50 subs. Oh, I don't know. And like, man. And then December that just passed, I just knew, right? Bossy Boss got clown, man. I just knew, you know what I'm saying? Maybe God did that. The universe did that for a reason, man. I just knew I was going to hit 1,000 for New Year's by the end of the year. Man, I didn't even hit 900. I mean, I think I just tipped 9. So it is what it is. It's going to happen one way or another. But
most definitely, bro.
I had that. October was killer. October, I had 680 1 month. That has not repeated since.
Man, you know, once you get to that 1,000, man, it's all uphill from there. I don't know why that first 1,000 is so difficult to get.
I hear that a lot of people say that, and shout out to the lead attorney. The lead attorney said that too. I'm in his Patreon, and he has a lot of stuff for growing YouTubers, and he say that a lot. He say that 1,000 is hard to get. I almost think YouTube be hating, man. That's what I think.
I think they want to see if you're serious about it. You know what I'm saying? They want to see if you're serious about it. So everybody starts up YouTube channels. There's so many YouTube channels with like 1 or 2 videos.
Right.
You know, because even people that don't put up content, they just want to comment. You know, they got YouTube channels too.
Technically, that's the trick, right? Technically, if you have YouTube on your phone with an email, that's a channel. Technically,
that's a channel. Exactly.
It's a channel. You just don't have you just don't have videos on it.
Exactly.
If you have YouTube on your phone with an email, that's a channel. So everybody got a channel. Yeah, that's what's up. So 2.5 years. So question, do you remember about how long did it take you to get that first 1,000?
Wow. It took me probably about 3 or 4 months.
Okay. So about where I'm at.
But I think I was going live. What I was doing was because that's when the live kind of first started got popping a little bit.
Okay.
So what I was doing was when I was like walking around my neighborhood, I would just go live on my phone on my gimbal.
Okay.
And that helped me build up a little audience. I did a video. It was called "Should Black People Boycott Chinese Businesses or something in America?"
Oh, okay. I remember when that bullshit was happening over in China, how they was doing a lot of blacks dirty, man, kicking them out their house, and
and that got me like 10,000 plus views, and that's what got me over to that 1,000.
That got you to the thou. It's funny that as I talk to people, I interview them, and and I just pick their minds. The little weirdest, oddest little thing was the secret sauce that got them over. So
Yeah, it was just a
we
random
gonna
video.
see.
Walking the neighborhood. Yep.
Walking the neighborhood with the gimbal. Man,
Yeah,
we
but you
gonna
know
see.
what though? At the same time, I would do like I'm talking about 3 days editing the video, bro. I would edit a video for 3-4 days and I get like 200 views. I'd be
Stop
like,
it,
what the
man.
world?
How you did stop that? That's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm not at the 3 days. I'm about 2 days. So shout out to Zoom to Thailand. I say I'm in talks with Zoom to Thailand, and that's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to
Richie Mack.
Richie Mack. I always funny. I remember one of my first comments to him. I kept calling him Freddie Mac. He said, "No, big boss, I'm not Freddie Mac. He said that's the government loan guy on YouTube. I never even heard of him. For some reason, I keep want to call him Freddie. He said, "No, it's Richie Mac." And so Richie Mack was telling me on his videos, it takes him 4 days to do a 10-minute video with all this editing. But then when you look at his finished product, you can see, like, you know what I'm saying, the editing, you know, that go with it, almost like some professional Hollywood type shit. And kind of find out he does have some type of Hollywood background.
Yeah, most definitely. He knows the rules. He knows the rules of how to set up a video because it takes a whole day just to watch your footage. You know,
right. Yeah, you can tell he has an inside industry Hollywood background. He said 4 days for a 10-minute video. And then you see the guys who just grab their phone and just sit in the car and it's one shot. No editing, no jump cuts, no sound effects, no animations, no nothing. Just one shot on the phone in a car, upload, and no thumbnail. The thumbnail be the regular that the generated, you know, like the generated picture from within the video. You know what I'm saying? I think it gives you like three or four options, 3 takes from inside the video. No thumbnail. And some of them shits are getting 10,000 views. I said, what the fuck am I doing here?
Because it's like it's all about the subject or the title of the video, right? Like, I don't know if you ever watched those prison videos of guys like telling them, you know, what happened in prison.
Oh yeah.
For some reason.
Oh man, I'm subbed to a lot of them, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's interesting though. I be wanting to find out, you know, because prison is like gladiator school, like they say. So I'm like, yo, I want to.
I might have to go one day, so I need to know.
That's another reason, because you always in the back of your head, especially as a black man, you like, I might have to go one day.
Blackmentravel, get your passport. You are one bad interaction with the police away from being dead or in jail. Not and in jail, dead in jail, right? Well, maybe, yeah, go to jail first. Yeah, you are one bad interaction away. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. In the back of my mind, I be thinking about that kind of shit. So I do be looking at them prison video. Shout out to the one dude I watch, Big Herc. What's the name of his channel? Damn, time to give him a shout out. Can't even
Prison
remember.
Talk or something like that. Right.
Yeah, the big old buff black dude.
His
name is Big Herc, but that's not the name of the channel.
Yeah.
But it's Big Herc. Oh man, yeah, I watch a bunch of them. Yeah, shit crazy, man. Yeah, shit crazy. But like we were saying though, this YouTube game, I'm in it for the long haul, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a flash in the pan, but I will say this though, like depending on like the feedback I get, you know what I'm saying? It's like how much I'm gonna put into it, right? Because right now I'm sitting at 70 videos, 71. You know, it's not 100, but I have 70 videos in 4 months with 900 views. So, you know, with 900 subs. So it's like, and you know, and I do work 2 jobs. Like I said, I literally got off work and I'm about to go to work. Soon as I finish this with you, I'm going back to work and going to work on some shit tonight editing. But I'm saying I'm doing all that hard work. Yeah, I know this is the grind, right? This is my time to kind of rant. I'm doing all that hard work. 100 views, 120 views, 1 sub, 2, 3 subs. I said, wow. It's good though. You know what I'm saying? It's good. We gonna get it. But okay, thank you. And that's why I need to look at the comments. You got it, King Tao. Big Herc, fresh out, straight up, fresh out.
Right.
He did 10 years. He did 10 years for a bank robbery. He has an excellent channel. He did 10 years for a bank robbery. Right on, man. I appreciate that. Money over honey. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to the German Askeliven. He's from Germany. He's one of my regular followers. He said I deserve. Hey man, at the same time though, I'm realistic with the shit. I'm real with the shit. Nobody deserves nothing, right? So I get that. I own that. I eat that. Nobody deserves nothing, especially free. But if you work for it, hey man, a fair change or robbery. And I just think from the 70 video, I put out 70 videos. I've been going live Friday, Saturday, 5 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour stream, regular videos, a lot of content. You know, I don't know if you can tell, I try to put a little sauce on my thumbnails. I'm kind of proud of my little thumbnails I'll be doing, whatever with my creative mind. I put a lot of work into the channel, and guys is like, and I do, and some shit I be getting a lot of views, but then people don't go boop, they don't click the sub. I'm like, wow. And no offense to other people, right? Because everybody do what they do. I get it. I go to other channels, but like you say, maybe it's the personality, maybe it's the content or the subject. I'm looking at their stuff, and I'm looking at their views and their subs. I'm like, wow, you don't even got a proper thumbnail. I mean, yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, your shit is just like the regular generic shit from the Western name. But hey, it's all good, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I ain't going nowhere. But at the same time, I ain't no fool though. I ain't no fool. I ain't no dummy. I ain't no slave. So depending on the cooperation I get, is how hard I'm gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing a little something. You know, just to stay in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep jabbing every now and again and throw a mighty knockout blow. But I'm not going super hard if, you know what I'm saying, the platform not cooperating. Because I feel, you know what I'm saying, I give good content. It ain't the greatest. I just started. But I think for pound for pound, as coming out the gate for 3-4 months, I put out halfway decent content, thumbnails, content, editing, and the shit. So guys just act like, you know what I'm saying, just watch the shit for free and can't even give you a sub. I'm like, wow. Okay, well, go to them other channels then. But you know what I'm saying? If you want the bossy boss sauce, man, hey, and like I say, man, I got 900. Man, I need all my 900 to go tell somebody else and down there stand over them and watch them and make them click the shit on their phone so I can get 1.8. But hey, let's get into it though. Let's get into it, man. So it's been a lot of stuff in the YouTube Skreetz, man. What's going on with YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Folks? What's going on with black YouTubers, man?
Man, it's a lot of crabs in the barrel mentality going on in this YouTube space. You know, I wanted to create, you know, first and foremost, before I get into, you know, what's all going on and who I'm having issues with, I wanted to say that, man, I wanted to create a platform of positivity. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give the game, give information to black men and all men traveling the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my experiences traveling, because what I noticed when I first started traveling is I would go overseas and I would have the time of my life. I had the experiences of my life, and I'll look up something online and somebody's perspective would be different. But it might be a female or something. And she might not like, you know, Brazil like that. But I'm like, well, man, I had a great time in Brazil. She might not been like Colombia. I'm like, man, Colombia changed my life. So I just wanted to give like a black man's, you know, perspective on, you know, traveling around the world and everything. And I just wanted to just keep it positive. I used to interview different brothers who were more well-traveled than me just to give information. You know what I'm saying? It was all about giving out information. And when I first started the channel, I really didn't, you know, it wasn't even no super chats going on right there. They started super chats after I started my channel.
Oh wow, you an original OG with the set.
Yeah, man. Because when I first started, you know, I was just trying to get my blog popping because I had a Blackmentravels blog. You feel me? So I was trying to get that popping, and I would use YouTube to get people to look at the articles and stuff.
Your traffic over there, yeah.
Right, yeah. So when I first started, I wasn't really trying to think about getting the montage like that.
Right.
So that's how I first really got into the game. You know, starting the YouTube channel. So I want to just preface that you know, getting the game, I just wanted to bring something, you know, a positive movement of, you know, black men traveling the world.
Right.
Now, as the channel grew, I would get certain trolls, on my lives and stuff like that. They would say stuff that wasn't true. I had to get a couple of
Right.
mods to get the trolls up out of there because they was really speaking on what they did not know.
Right.
I had a troll in Colombia, just different guys, threats and all that good stuff. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, why? Like, I don't even have that type of content that would invite that.
Right.
But anybody can create a YouTube channel and hide their face and hide they, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And they can be anybody they claim
worst.
that. Yeah, they can be anybody they claim they can be.
Right.
So you get a lot of fake people on YouTube and everything like that.
I see.
So I started experiencing that, and I'm like, you know what, man? At first, you like, man, should I do a response video? Because it was one guy, I think his name was I forgot the dude's name, but he did a couple of videos about me and full of lies and stuff like that. And I want to do a response, but I said to myself, you know what, man? I'm gonna keep because I have a brand, I'm gonna keep it positive. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
There's no point because most of these people don't have any subs, they don't have any following. So why give them any shine?
Why give them any shine?
Exactly. Off my hard work of biting and scratching and getting as many subs and many views as I can possible.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like I said, if you're gonna help promote somebody, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be somebody that you can work with, you know what I'm saying, that can bring something to your table. Like me.
Right.
Hey, I gladly take some of your subs, but like you say, to give some of your subs to a hater, so it's almost like you're rewarding bad behavior. Here it is, you dissing me, you attacking me, and if I respond in kind, that's going to put more spotlight on you. And so which can turn into, it might be some subs, but even if it ain't no subs, you're going to get a lot of more views, you're going to get more traction. So it's like you're rewarding bad behavior. That shit
exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly, big boss. Exactly, man.
That shit
and
crazy.
More than likely, it's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to start a YouTube channel like that is the worst thing. That's the worst way to start. That's completely the worst way to start because when you start your YouTube channel, you want to be able to network with different YouTubers that's in that space.
Hello, especially if they're bigger than you.
Exactly, right?
BMT. and again, if I didn't say it already, thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir, for blessing me, coming on my channel and blessing me with your presence. Thank you, sir.
Oh man, not a problem at all, man. Not a problem at all, bro. I'm always, bringing guys on the channel. I go on channels, whatever, man. I love this travel niche that we in, man, and nobody can make content 24/7. So this is a good space that we in, giving each other content, helping each other build content to grow it more and more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to preface that real quick before we really get into the meat and bones.
The meat and bones,
show.
The meat and potatoes, and break bread. Hold on 1 second. And I'm as we formulate our thoughts and get our game plan, attack strategy together, I'm also going to go through some of these chats, at least some of them. I will be working my way backward. Mr. Orange, shout out Mr. Orange. What is this channel about? Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. Let me introduce myself. My name is Big Boss from Oakland, California. This is what's the name of my channel again? Oh yeah, Big Boss Real Talk. And for some real shit, this channel right here is a red pill channel. So this is a men's channel. It's a channel for men, men's issue, all things men related. It's not a female channel. It's not a women's channel. It's not a women's empowerment, feminist, none of that shit. Women and females, they are welcome to come through, but they need to sit in the back and just be quiet and listen and learn. This is a channel for men, Black men and all men. So it's a channel for men, men's issues. So it's Manosphere, it's Red Pill. It's a Red Pill channel that is what? Travel related, because I travel. And since I recently started traveling about 3 years ago in 2018, almost 4 years now, depending on how you talk about, like January, right? 3 or 4 years ago, 2018, since I started traveling has changed my whole mental, my whole outlook for the better. So, and I feel a way that I didn't start traveling until I became an old man. If you can't tell, yeah, I'm old, right? I'm 50. I started traveling at 46, 47. And I wish I would have traveled at 30, 35, hell, 25. Hell, I'd take 40. I started traveling late in life. So that is a tragedy. And so my thing is, I want to tell black men and all men to get your passport and travel and expand your mind. So it's travel related. That ties into helping men. Why? Because this is what? A men's channel, a channel for men. I talk about all things manosphere and red pill, anything that's beneficial to men. And one of the biggest things for men, I think, is travel. So that's how it's travel related. But even before travel, it's a red pill manosphere channel. So it's a channel for men. That's what it's about. Real talk,
sure.
Big boss. Straight like that. Yes. So Mr. GG, Zero Money Down Real Estate Structures. Well, that's a hell of a name, man. Black Men Travel is the truth. Is that this one of your subs?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. He pulled up for you. He said the meat and the bones. That's what's up. Oh man, we got Brandjor around the world. Shout out to Brandjor. He's a real one. Yeah, I had him on my live for Christmas. Was it Christmas or New Year's? This is one of them. But shout out to Brandjor around the world. Yeah, so Brandjor, he's with Richie Rich right now. You know, they down in Cartagena.
That's what's up.
And shout out, yeah, I had a telephone conversation with Richie Rich. Richie Rich ass kept me on the phone for down there like 30, 40 minutes, man. But it's all good. Like I said, and that's crazy. You know
us land dudes like to talk, man.
Yeah, like I said though, the crazy thing about it, man, me and Richie Rich had problems like a couple years ago. He kicked me out of WhatsApp group. Me and him was not cool at all. And look at me and Richie Rich now. So, you know, that's a trip how sometimes you could be friends and then you're enemies. So I think you know a little something about that, man.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. You know, I think we all have fallouts throughout our life. You know what I'm saying? With different, you know, associates and different friends. That's just like part of the game of, you know, having different, you know, relationships with people. You know, you're gonna have your falling outs. Sometimes you can come back from it. Sometimes you can't. But in concerns of business, I want to say this real quick. You know, as a black man doing business and trying to do business with other black men.
Come on, speak on it.
I want us to kind of get off, you know, move from the hip hop, you know what I'm saying, terminology and beefing thing that if you decide not to go forward and do business with somebody that you have beef with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a difference. Is okay, you know, because business is something serious. You know, business is war. And when you going to war, you got to depend on certain relationships. Business is a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Pause. It's a marriage.
It is.
And if you decide to say, you know what, you know, bro, you know, certain things of what you're saying, you know, I ain't really feeling that. It's going to be more out of me than it is you. So I'm gonna decide to you know, part ways right now, or I'm gonna decide not even to part ways, but I'm not gonna move forward any longer. And that's what happened between me and Rob Bowers. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind if I use his name, but the brother Rob Bowers of No Excuse Entertainment. We did a lot of content together.
I know you did.
Yeah, I brought him on the channel. You know, actually, I brought him on the channel maybe about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? The brother is well traveled. He has a lot of good information. Yeah. And he, you know, I'm not going to take that away from him whatsoever. He speaks, you know, very truthful opinions. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like when somebody don't try to, you know, just speak the truth and don't try to, you know, manipulate what's really going on in these foreign countries to try to get, you know, put sugar on stuff.
Sugarcoat.
Yeah, sugarcoat things, because in these foreign countries, things aren't perfect.
Shit happens. We did
a lot of shows together, and we had a good bouncing off each other. Like, we worked well together, basically.
You guys did.
You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, man, he wanted to go a different route. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start at the very beginning of when things got a little shaky, right? So I was bringing him on the show, and I said, bro, we got a good little energy here. Like, we can.
And I'm literally drinking tea. I'm literally drinking tea, not coffee.
Right. but we got like a good little energy here, man. We bounce off each other pretty well. Let's do a show together. Let's do a show a couple of times out the week. You know, he was like, okay, cool. And we were like, okay, what's the name of the little show? What's the name of the podcast going to be? And we was coming up with different names. And I said, okay, let's do Passport Bros podcast. And then he had like, he was like, okay, that's a cool name, but I want to.
So you said that name? Did you say that name?
I said that name. Yeah, I said the name.
You said that name, Passport Bro podcast.
Exactly. I said that name first, and I was already using that name in the Facebook group, the backup Facebook group, Passport Bros.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and Cardell had already, been using that name for almost probably like, I would say at least 3 months.
Okay.
At least 3 months. We had already been using that name. So he was cool with it. He wanted to but he said, man, I got every right to use that name that you got. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, that name been in the space, you just started using it, but people have been saying that name. And I said, well, as far as I know, I didn't hear really too many people using that name. First thing I might have heard was BGS might have mentioned that name one time. That's the first person I heard it.
You heard
but
it.
Nobody was using that name.
Nobody used it as a YouTube channel.
Right, exactly. So the name, he was feeling kind of a certain way about the name. He wanted to co-trademark the name. But more so, he wanted to take the show off the BMT channel and create another channel, a channel that we, pretty much would share and stuff. And I was like, well, bro, I'm already kind of building this channel right now, so that's going to be a lot of work, a lot of effort. You know what I mean?
I see. And it's me just starting the channel 3-4 months ago. It's a lot of work from the ground up.
It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And he was going to benefit off of that more so than I would, in my opinion, because I already got somewhat of a following, bigger than him. But all in all, I still wanted to work with him. You feel me? I still want to work with him.
You still wanted to work with him in some capacity.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what, man? We can do. I said, let me think about it. I thought about it. I said, you know what, man? It would be good to have like a affiliate channel, just in case anything happens to this channel. I already have a backup channel, but it's cool. We can start the new channel.
Okay.
But then, we started getting to the crux of things that he actually wanted to start a business and a brand. And I'm like, well, brother, I just want to make content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already got Blackmentravels with Cardell.
Right.
I'm not comfortable starting a whole nother business when me and Cardell already got so much going on as it is.
Right.
So he was uncomfortable with me, talking to Cardell. I said, well, let's do a little group call. Let's chop it up and see how we can work things out.
All three of you guys.
Yeah, but he wasn't comfortable with that.
Wait a minute. So you suggested, okay, that a group call with all three of you guys, and he didn't want to even have a conversation with your other business partner.
I mean, you could really tell he was uncomfortable with it because he would always go into like this speed speech and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, let me talk to Cardell. Cardell's on vacation right now. He's on a cruise. I'm gonna get back with you. I got to chop it up with Cardell because, I don't want to, take away from what me and Cardell had going on. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Cardell work hard basically trying to, do these group trips and expand the brand of BMT.
Right.
So things got put on, hold for a little minute, like a couple of days, nothing major. And I look up all of a sudden, and he had trademarked the name. He's like, man, I was tired of waiting, bro. I had to make a move. We can still work. But you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, what? Hold up, bro. Like I told you to hold on for a minute, bro. You already, made that move. So I said, okay, since you did all that, we're gonna have to go ahead. I'm gonna move forward my way. You can move forward with the name. The name is yours. Go ahead, go about your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't like the way that was done. And he was still trying to kind of, he still was trying to kind of say, well, bro, I was tired of waiting. I had to make this move. And I'm like, yeah, bro, but that was just, the way you did it, going ahead and making the logo and putting it out there and everything before we even finished the discussion on that. Okay. You pretty much made your move. Now, to keep in mind the whole time, he was saying certain things.
He said he didn't get a call. He's in the chat now. He wants to come up. I told him I would not bring you up yet until you get off.
Well,
Right now,
I'm just telling my side of the story, bro.
This is your segment. He already okay. You're listening. No excuse. You already made a video. You made a whole ass video. I saw it. You made a video. Far as I know, me and Aaron did talk behind scenes. I could just say this. He is not planning to make a video. If anything, this is his video where he's just talking. He's not even going to make a video. So I think out of respect, we can let him talk for a few minutes on my video in an interview. You made a whole video, and all he's doing is just talking, telling his side. And when he gets off, I'm going to bring you up. But right now, we're going to give him the respect, and we're going to let him talk and finish his side.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
The whole situation was just being caught up on the name. You know, he was say certain things like I had already, adjusted to trying to work with him because originally it was just going to be a little simple podcast on my channel, bro. It's going to be a cool little podcast, Passport Bro podcast. Nothing, it was going to be dope in my opinion. Now I've made all these adjustments to kind of, to work with him. And I thought about it. I said, man, I'm really, losing out, trying to make these adjustments because I'm still trying to build my original channel up. I didn't even want to start a whole new channel. That's a lot of work, bro.
It is. It is a lot of work. Starting a new channel from the ground up, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It would have been two people. You would have did it by yourself. It would have been two people. And you do have a large platform already, over 13,000 people, over 13,000 and with two people, but it's still a lot of work.
Right. And keep in mind, I was still willing to do it. You feel me?
You were still willing to do it.
I was still willing to do it. But the way he did it showed me a certain immaturity of business immaturity because, bro, to me, business is about character. I base my business on character. You feel me? I believe red, not green, bro. I don't make moves just because, just for the money. You feel me? So I was like, man, to me, I just didn't like that move. And before that, he was showing me signs of, things I really just the way he was talking in casual conversation. Like when he said something about, well, if you and Cardell make any money with that name on y'all group, I got to stop that. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? To try to stop me and Cardell from making money, bro. You feel me? And this at this point, he don't have nothing trademarked. He just saying, you're not, I got just as much right to use that name than you do. I said, bro, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? Me and Cardell do have a Facebook group called Passport Bros. You dig? So he was saying little things. Now keep in mind, big boss, I was already warned about Rob from another major group. And I'm not going to get them involved in this. I'm not going to say the major group name, but it's a big black travel group out here that's bigger than my group. And one of the guys out of that group was just like, yo, don't rock with that old boy. Old boy is kind of a weirdo. And I was like, hey, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always listen to two sides of every story. He told me his side of the story. Buddy told me of the travel group, their side of the story. Right. And then it's funny because I ran to him and I told him the situation. He was just like, yeah, man, buddy, he kind of tries to come in the situation and nicely bully his way around, thinking that he's bringing more to the table than what he actually is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, yeah, man, I really don't want to work with that cat. Now, keep in mind, I came up.
So you saying, and you're not going to disclose who, but you're saying another whole travel group actually warned you about him.
Yeah, they kicked him out and everything. Yeah,
so this other travel group, they kicked him out and warned you, but you wanted to go ahead and work with him anyway, even though you were warned.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, cool, bro. You can have the name. Even though I came up with that name, technically speaking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can have the name. You already trademarked it, it's your name. Right. All right. You take that. I'm gonna use my backup channel and call it Passport Bro Live. Right. Okay. Now keep in mind, I had already thought about making that channel. That I had a channel called, and he said this in his video about me. The channel was originally called BMT Vlogcast, but I never liked that name. You feel me?
That's kind of basic.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, you know what? I was already going to change it. Yeah, exactly. I didn't like that name, so I'm like, you know what? I was going to already change it beforehand. You feel me? But I changed it then. All right, you got Passport Bros podcast. That's your podcast. We made a decision to not move forward, or I made a decision to not move forward. You kept saying in this video, "Oh, you salty, you salty, you salty." I'm like, bro, this is business. I really wasn't salty about it. I just decided, okay, you got that name, Passport Bros Podcast. I'm gonna have Passport Bro Live. I don't got to call you and tell you that.
Right.
You feel me? You making your moves, you making my moves.
Yeah.
Now.
So only difference is Passport Bro, but Passport Bro Podcast, Passport Bro Live.
Right.
Right down the middle.
Straight down the middle, bro.
Like King Solomon in the Bible story, took the baby and was going to chop the baby right in the middle. Woo.
Right. And I'm not going to respond to, I see the comment he made. I'm not even going to respond to it, man, because you can't.
He's in the comments now, and I'm gonna tell you whenever we finish, this is your whole show. Whenever we finish, I will bring him on.
It's all good, bro. He has the right to the point. It's your show.
And then you can be in the comments. But hey, this is Big Boss Real Talk.
Like I say, I really ain't got no words for the brother because he took it beyond the point of trying to work it out. Because instead of him contacting me, because he got my information, instead of him contacting me, I look up and I see a video about me. Now, keep in mind, after this situation, him and Blackmentravels, the other Blackmentravels, they were throwing little slide shots on your channel. You feel me? Yeah, on your channel, they weren't saying my name, but everybody know who they were talking about. They was throwing slide shots. And once again, let me preface this real quick. I know that Blackmentravels, lost a friend out here in Brazil. He's raising money right now. Brother.
Yes, he is.
Had a heart attack right now, and he shared that in the group, or somebody shared in the group, and of course, I shared it within my groups as well. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, man, condolences to the brother for losing that friend. I don't, this show really ain't about him, but in that particular show, before that situation happened, he threw some slide shots and he said some things about me that wasn't true. Not even knowing me. He said that, oh man, you can't be genuine if you sell t-shirts. And I'm like, huh? Like that doesn't even make it.
So who said this one?
Blackmentravels had mentioned
Kano?
Yeah.
Kano Blackmentravels said you can't be genuine if you sell merch.
Yeah, basically.
Your channel?
Yeah, basically saying that, hey man,
I'm about to sell merch. Man, I'm about to sell my coffee mug, my t-shirt, hoodies. Man,
people lying, man. I put a lot of time in that merch and design that merch. You know what I'm saying? I might go through 10 different designers.
Wow.
Because people are always asking me, bro, who you got designer? I don't have a specific designer. I actually get these guys ideas, and I just keep going back and forth until I come up with a good design that I think the brotherhood would like. You feel me? So I've actually lost money on shirts, and designs, trying to come up with different designs.
Of course. Yeah,
right. But it's not a money thing. I just like being flying fresh and traveling the world, bro. That's it.
Right.
But like I said, it's not a show about. I don't have an issue with Kanal per se, man. I think that me and him can work that out. Even though he said some things that wasn't true, I know he doesn't know.
Until he makes a diss video about you.
I know he's feeding off of what him and Rob's relationship is. You know how when your man got a problem with somebody and then you throwing salt on that man's name and you just taking that from your friend.
Man. We riding. I get
it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with Kanal, man. And I think that, man, we can talk, we can work it out. Now, I look up.
Kanal's a cool brother. He been on my channel. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kanal, Blackmentravels.
All I said was
in between me and you, as far as I'm concerned, shout out to No Excuse. Me and No Excuse is cool. But like I said, this is not about that. I'm not taking sides. My thing is I'm not taking sides. I want to hear both sides. And I know No Excuse made a video. He made a whole video. You didn't make a video. And as we spoke behind the scenes, you told me you don't even plan to make a video.
No.
You want everything positive. You do want to kind of say your side. You want to get the information out and say your side, but you're not even going to make a video.
No, of course not.
Yeah. This is your only really avenue just to say a little bit of something right now. So that's why we're giving you the floor.
Yeah, for sure. And only thing I said in reference to Blackmentravels was I told him, hey man, that's kind of confusing. At least in, I'm telling Rob, I'm saying, hey man, that's to me, that's confusing. You feel me? Like just the name, because people, I'm getting calls from my dudes. They're like, yo, I thought you was gonna be on this show tonight. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm chilling. He's like, it's a guy named BMT on the show. And
Okay.
I'm like, so it's confusing to people. If you put BMT, they're gonna assume that it's me, because I have a
Yeah.
bigger following.
Yeah.
And I told him that. I said, bro, somebody gonna have to keep saying, the official Black Man Travels, or we're gonna have to really talk about this behind the scenes. I have no issue with that. You feel
Right.
me? But we can come back from that. I'm not worried about that. It's all good. Shout out to that brother. I know he's going through something. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to,
Right.
while he's raising money to help with his friend that passed away. I don't even want to, to go that
Right.
route.
I hear you. Respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect to him.
Shout out to Travelversity, Ja King.
My dude.
Yeah, he's out in Thailand right now. It's a trip. I met him in Brazil the same time I met you in real life. I knew about you, right? But that time I met you in real life, and we took that photo together, the one I used for this thumbnail. We met at Mabs, and when I met you, I met Ja King, and so shout out to Ja King. He's in Thailand right now. I do have a video coming up with him, so y'all make sure to check in with Big Boss Real Talk. And also, of course, he has his own channel. So subscribe to Travelversity. He has his own channel, but he's also going to come on my channel, and we're going to talk about Thailand. He's boots on the ground in Thailand right now. So he's going to be on my channel very soon. So shout out to Travelversity, Ja King. But what were you saying, sir?
Yeah, definitely, most definitely, man. Shout out to my boy Ja King, man. Much
Ja
love.
King.
That's like my little brother right there. But let me see. Go back to what I was saying. Okay, so basically, a few days later, I look up and I see some with the BMT name in it from his channel. He posted in his community tab, and I see a whole video about me, with a clown face, like he superimposed a clown on my face. And
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
like,
that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did say that. But I'm not gonna go back and forth. That wasn't no diss. I'm just saying, yeah, the official BMT. I sure did say that. That's a slight jab. That's nothing major. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing directly about that man's character. That's the difference, but it's all good.
Right. Well, it's one thing, like, say, when you have issues, like, right, that technically you are supposed to address the issue, and not the person. Address the problem and not the personality. Don't make it an ad hominem attack against the person. As you know, I made that video against Minister Jap. When Minister Jap went on El Guapo Beautiful Lies show, and he made that one comment. Now, he's been talking against travel community for years, but to me, that one comment that he let slide out was too much over the line, and said, and don't act like those travel bros don't go to DR to fuck 15-year-old girls. When he said that, I got triggered. I made a video about that. But look, even in the video, I technically didn't attack him. I checked him for what he said. I checked him for what he said and said that shit not cool. That shit is inflammatory. That shit is not right. Black brothers don't be on that shit. If anybody do it, it'd be them white boys from Europe. We not on that type of time. We over there to get thick, fine ass women. The same women we pull here in the States. We pull women in the States. I get phone numbers almost every day. But in my mind, I know it's like soon as I get the number, because I'm old and I did everything. I've seen the movie a million times. I'm like, man, the dates, the money, the talk, the text, blah, 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 blah. We get pussy. We get women. But if we're not dealing with the matrix mindset, ain't nobody going over nowhere overseas for nothing underage. That shit is wrong and it is foul. And I did that, and the name of the video was Clap Back at Jack. I addressed what he said and didn't really attack him. And you know what happened. Jack came on that video. In the comments, you right, my bad. Yep. No offense, you win.
Yeah.
So it's a way how you do it. That's real life. That happened. Go look at the video. Look at the comment. That's real life. It happened. I did it. Big Boss did it. Against Minister Jap, who been against us for years before I even started traveling.
Right.
And little old me with 800 followers, 900 followers, little old me went against Jap, and Minister Jap came on that video. You right, I'm wrong. So it's a way how you do it. You don't need to be attacking people outright. Just deal with the issue.
Yep.
And that's real talk.
And my exact words was the official BMT, the official Blackmentravels. I did say that in one of my videos, but I didn't come at his character whatsoever. I didn't say he wasn't genuine. I didn't call him out his name, nothing like that. I just said what I said, but to go back to the video real quick, so I click on the.
So shout out to Kano.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
shout
actual,
out to Kano,
actual monikers. Yeah, people are actually thinking because you put BMT in the actual text of your name, so people that can confuse people to a certain degree. And I've gotten more than one call, maybe several calls about that. So that's why I said the official BMT, the official Blackmentravels. But like I said, bro, I don't want to go back and forth, in this part. I just want to narrate, my side of the story real quick. But shout out to him though. Like I don't really, honestly do not have an issue with Kanal whatsoever. Because I know at some point we're gonna talk.
He the one that taught me about glamping. So shout out to Kano.
Yeah, we definitely we're gonna talk behind the scenes.
He got good drone. He got good drone footage too.
Right. So I look up, man. I see, my face superimposing the clown behavior. I'm like, okay, bro. And I watched the video, and he went through one of my archives. Now, anybody that knows me or know of me know I'm in film and video production. I've been in film and video production for 20 years. I went to school for mass communication.
Okay,
and
that's what's up.
I did a student film like in 2006, right?
Oh, wow.
Called Cocaine Diaries.
Diaries.
I wrote a little script and everything. Had a casting call, and we casted the project. We shot like a little mini trailer, and the dean of the college actually liked it. He said, "Man, this is dope. I like this, man. Why don't you finish it up?" I'm like, "You want me to finish it? Okay, cool. All right." Because it started off as a little small short film. Yeah. So we had a casting call, and we casted a character by the name of Leroy Jones, right? Who was a guy who
if that ain't ghetto, Leroy Jones.
Right. Leroy Jones, right? Who was like a suburban cokehead that loses it all, right? Loses his girlfriend, all that. Yeah. So it was a movie. It was a project basically, and you can clearly see by the little trailer that it was just a little project. Now the character that was casted for Leroy Jones, first day of shooting, don't show up.
Wow.
We rented all this equipment.
Was he getting paid, or was he doing it like volunteer?
He was getting paid, bro.
Oh, wow.
But he I guess he got like another role. Tyler Perry was big even back then.
Or maybe he took some crack for real. Maybe he really did that role for real.
I think he rather had been an extra in a Tyler Perry movie or something. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
To make a long story short, I don't want to get too off subject here. I ended up playing the character that I wrote, right? Yeah. So it was a funny little dark comedy. That's all, So he used that clip and say, "Hey, man, I want you to see this." Like he was really exposing me. How are you exposing something that's already on my channel?
Right.
You feel me? It's on my channel, bro. How are you exposing?
It's on your channel, okay.
But you try to make it seem like I was a former crackhead or something. When you can clearly see with the coloring, the lighting, and everything, and the titles.
Yeah.
It's a film.
Right. It's a film.
It's a little.
You know what? I'm glad you cleared that up. And damn, now my cough want to kind of kick in. I'm glad you cleared that up. To be honest, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, but obviously I knew it was kind of film because it's not like, come on. It's not like hitting camera footage and it's not like a selfie. So it's like who's filming you? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like,
who's filming you?
Like 15 years younger.
Angles, and then it's cut scenes, it's out there, you're running down the street. And so I could tell something's going on, but to be honest, I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I haven't even took the time to go through your channel like that. You have a big catalog, sir. I haven't took the time to go through your channel like that. To be honest, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at.
Man, my boy called me and would bust out laughing. He just laughing like, "Man, what is this, dog?"
Right. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I'm like, wow. But you know what? My intelligent brain told me I was looking at some type of footage.
Right.
And I didn't know what the project was.
Right. And the way he cut it in the video made it seem that way too, because he purposely cut out the title of the movie and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
he put a lot of work and
So
effort
another
in
side
that.
note, so you wrote all that? Did you write all the characters?
Yeah, I wrote the script. Yeah.
Oh, you wrote the script. Oh, that's
Yeah,
what's up.
I've been writing for a long time, man. You know,
Okay.
I've actually had scripts options. Option means that you give a studio the option of moving forward with your script, and they'll give you money so you won't sell it to somebody else. So they'll give you $50,000, to see if they want to hold it.
So they can make 50 million.
Well, that's not to purchase the script. That's just so you won't sell it to nobody else.
Oh, so you about selling nobody else?
Right. It's just an option. They option it for a couple of months. What they'll do is they'll option 15 scripts from different screenwriters. Right. Out of 15 scripts, only 2 gonna get made.
Okay.
So once the option contract once it's done, you can go to other studios with the script.
Okay.
So side note, I've been writing for a while.
That's what's up, man. So you wrote that whole script. You wrote all the characters, and you had to end up playing Leroy Jones.
Yeah, man.
Who didn't show up. Who went to Tyler Perry, and you played the crackhead.
I played the crackhead basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
did a convincing job, brother.
Yeah. Everybody say that. Like my boy called me laughing his ass off.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. It actually won like I think it was called a Spaghetti Film Festival. It won a little film festival and everything, man. It was a cool little film, man.
That's what's
I worked really hard on it. But so he showed that little portion. I'm like, okay, cool. But after that, he comes on and he calls, says things. Oh man, that was feminine what you did. All this other stuff, all about the name. And that's when I said to myself, okay, now you see the level of maturity that this guy has, because he has my number. He could have sent me a text and say, "Hey man, I don't like you. I don't appreciate you naming your channel that." He could have did whatever, bro. He could have contacted me though. He has my WhatsApp. I didn't block him on WhatsApp. He could have called me before he decided to take it that route, but he didn't.
He did.
And to me, I look at that like, okay, some of these thoughts you probably already had previously. You feel me? You probably already had previously about me. It's just not coming out that you're so-called beefing with each other. And keep in mind, before he even knew about me changing the name to Passport Bro Live, he had already came on your channel and threw a few little side shots without saying my name. So to me, because of the video, it's at a point of no return, and I just won't be moving forward with him at all. He said some other things in his dialogue that were totally unfactual or untrue. I take business very serious, and I simply just didn't want to move forward with him. Even though I came up with that name, I let him have that name, bro. I was like, okay, I'm not going to pound you on it. You got it, bro. You feel me? If you want it that bad, you have it. Okay. But I definitely named
for the record, you did come up with the name. You came up with the name.
Yeah.
You came up with the name. He took it and copyrighted it first, and you just let him have it.
Yeah, basically. Okay. Yeah. And I named my channel, named my backup channel, which is more like a live based channel, Passport Bro Live.
Okay.
So that is what he can play the audio, man. He can do whatever he want to do, bro. He can do whatever he want to do. I'm not gonna go through old. He did that too. He went through old messages. He'll show you a little small section of the message, all that good stuff. It doesn't matter to me, bro. I don't care what he's doing, all that. But yeah, man. So at that point, to me, it's like a point of no return. And people took little snippets of the video, and they, the different little cowardly trolls, they got to it. And people were calling me, "Oh, you got beef." I said, "Bro, I ain't got no beef. I'm not even going to respond to it, bro."
You said it takes 2 to beef, huh? It takes 2 to tango.
Yeah. He can have all the receipts in the world, bro. I'm not worried about him at all, bro. After this conversation, I probably won't even think about this cat no more, to be honest with you. I'm just never going to do business with him again. And he made a statement saying that, "Oh, I'm gonna run into you." That's fine, bro. If we do run into each other all the time when we traveling, I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Hell, I ran into you. I ran into you at Mavs.
And when we run into each other, we'll talk. I'm just gonna leave it at that. As men, we'll talk.
Mr. GG, Zero Money Down Real Estate Structure say some people can be low-key jealous of your attempts to become successful in the future. That is true. That's a true statement. Whether it applies to No Excuse, whether it applies to Blackmentravels, who already has 13K subs and growing, that still is a true statement. So we about facts over here, not feelings, but facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to J Love. What up, big boss? Back in the Bay. I just left Best Buy in Emeryville. Let's connect and put Oakland on the map.
Man, y'all
Right
still
on, J
got
Love.
Best Buys out there?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we do. They're not really in Oakland. They like in Berkeley and in Emeryville. They like in the outskirts in a white people town. They're not really in Oakland. Now, Oakland can't have no Best Buy, man. Shit, Oakland down there can't have an auto parts store without people running there stealing everything. That's not nailed down. Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Like I said, inquiring minds want to know, man. Regardless, it takes two to tango. There's two sides to every story. Yes. No excuse. I was on his channel, and with correction, I was on his channel. I was on No Excuse channel doing an interview with him, and right before we did the interview, I believe you saw it. No Excuse had his monologue, and his monologue, he said his side of the situation with you, and then he put out a video. So after you put out a video, I reached out to you, and then that's when you told me you're not even going to make a video, but you would like to come on my channel and at least tell your side, so people can have a balanced view to see, it is what it is. To be honest, I'm not taking a side. I'm cool with both of you guys. I'm cool with No Excuse ENT. I plan to do shows with him. I'm cool with you, sir. I'm cool with Blackmentravels, even though he wanted to make a name that's similar to your channel name in the singular. I'm cool with Kano. Hey, it's probably only one YouTuber I'm not cool with, and we shall not name.
Oh yeah.
We shall not name.
The coward,
the cowardly troll, the man. We gonna call him the man with no face.
I think I was thought about texting you that the man with no face.
Oh, what, for real?
Yeah,
the man with no face.
Yeah, the man with no face, because he'll never ever show his face, because he says all these derogatory things toward people. So he'll never ever show his face, man. He's a coward,
right? And man, hey man, I guess one thing when you go at it, go for the fences, man. He had a chart that had almost all of the YouTube. He had, and one guy, not even a YouTuber. Shout out to Jordan, man. Shout out to Jordan over there in Africa. Jordan, not even a YouTuber. I mean, man, you got Jordan on the thumbnail. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, man, he's making that coward is making like a little veiled attempt to try to, what I'm saying? Like, first of all, he thinks he's doing something, not realizing that he's really just wasting his time. Really has no talent whatsoever. There's no point in, I tell people, don't even respond to this cat because he's a coward, man. It's he's not even on that level to demand any type of response, bro. It's just
like a flea,
like a little flea, like a little gnat. He think he's doing something, Like I said, I can respect. Like, I got a problem with certain YouTubers, right? But if they show their face, you have the common respect of a man. You feel me? Like, man. Okay, yeah. You standing on what you're standing. You have the right to do that. You're a man. You know what I'm saying? Even with me and Rob's issue, I still respect him as a man. You feel me? Wow. Regardless of him doing a video about me and everything like that, I still respect him as a man, because
we making some progress.
I know where he stands. You feel me?
Right.
I don't agree with nothing he says. It was messed up
at all. But you respect Blackmentravels. Aaron Ferris still respects. You respect No Excuse as a man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You disagree all day, but you respect him as a man.
All day long. All day long. You know what I'm saying? And but the other guy is like, oh man.
Yeah, no respect. Can't even show your face.
Can't even show your face, bro.
Can't even show your face.
You know what I'm saying? You making derogatory
things. And then you make a video and you show the other person's face. You show the other person's face. Why are you talking shit, but you hide your face? You
hide your face
both.
the whole time.
Do both. You can't hide your face and show the other person's face.
And I tell cats all the time, man, just don't respond, because he's not even giving you, you know what I'm saying, the respect of being a man. So which means he's not a man. He's less than that. You know, he's not even worth the gum on your shoe, bro. He's not worth
Right.
it. It's nothing.
Not worth it.
You feel me? Because he know if you show that face, you know it's on. You know it's on.
Yeah,
He's a cowardly troll, man.
Yeah.
Cowardly troll. He's over there struggling, trying to make little hits, thinking he getting some traction, but he's gonna be in for a rude awakening very, very soon.
Well, one thing I'm learning about this YouTube, and I was told this, and now I see how true it is. YouTube, well, this is social media for a reason, right? Social media. What is social? Social network. Okay, network, partnership, alliance. Even if everything is not a straight up business venture, like a business, even doing collaborations and just doing cooperations with other channels, that's the secret sauce. So when you back yourself in a corner and put yourself in a box or a little island because you didn't declare war against everybody, who's going to be on your side? Exactly. Unless you're going to go on an anti-passport side. And that's another thing with this troll we shall not name, the faceless troll, is the talking points. If you close your eye, well, you can't see the face anyway, but I'm saying figuratively, if you close your eyes and listen real hard, it sounds like a feminist talking point. That's the same words that feminists use.
Even in his voice, you don't realize that he sounds almost kind of, that way. You feel me? The other way. That's the way he's sounding. That's the way he be paying attention to other men so much. I almost think that he likes men, basically. You feel me? And none of what he said.
He said he got a lot of wives. He said he got a lot of wives.
He got a lot of pros. He got a lot of pros. That's what he got. He got a lot of pros.
A lot of pros.
You can see that in his videos.
The main thing he say, he go after the passport bros for having pros.
Those are all, bro. I'm not even gonna say no more, but I know I can confirm one for sure is in his video.
Yeah, well, I see the video of his where he's following around some chicks over in Uganda. He's following them around like on some creep cam shit. Like he literally following around with the camera, unbeknownst to them. Just showing a booty, just following random chicks around like a damn perv,
like a little perv. Trying to make it seem like he's straight when he really not.
Yeah, then he did show his face, but he had the face mask on, so all you really saw was the eyes. So it's a video. I got the video where you can see his face, but he has a black face mask on. You see his eyes, and then he's walking around just following chicks with the phone, just filming their booties.
Yeah, man, he's a
weirdo.
He's a weirdo, bro. He's a weirdo, but he got a rude awakening coming for him real soon.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay. Trust me. Shout out to Razor Ray, Big Boss. Salute to BMT. Yeah, that's my official co-host. And one day, me and Razor Ray might do some business, but me and Razor Ray, we ain't gonna fall out, right? Right, Razor Ray. Man, and that is a trip, man. That's a trip. Like, regardless, who's right, who wrong, who started it, who shot first, whatever. It's at the end of the day, it is kind of a shame for brothers and black men to end up like that. I think about Ice Cube and NWA. Man, they was a good group, man. They was a super group, man. Gangsta at the top of my list. But what happened? Fuck Easy. Oh, man, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard. Now you just went soft. Flame on. No Vaseline. Oh, my goodness. What happened? You guys were this.
Not to interrupt you, bro, man? but that's exactly.
Tupac and Biggie used to be cool. They didn't make a song together, far as I know, but Tupac and Biggie used to be cool.
Exactly. And I think that's what
happened.
That's what, and unfortunately, that's what black men be feeding off of to a certain degree. There has to be certain beef. Well, those beefs sold millions of records. It was a financial incentive to beef, but in this space, it's no money in it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
Or it's pennies on the dollar for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Mitch. Salute to the fellas in the chat. Exactly.
So
Jordan. Speaking of Jordan, over in Africa, Jordan is in Uganda. Shout out to Jordan. He's still in Africa. He went to Africa. When'd you go? I remember he went to Africa when I was coming back from Brazil when I seen you. Because I seen you around Halloween time, and I came back from Brazil like the first week of November. When I was leaving Brazil, he was going to Africa. His ass been in Africa all this time. Tanzania, Kenya, and now Jordan is in Uganda. So shout out to Jordan in Africa in Uganda. So Jordan says, in all honesty, I was confused with BMT/BMT.
Oh man, I was getting calls all the time, bro. I was getting calls all the time. All the time.
You was actively getting calls.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's going on? You got another channel going on? You lost a lot of weight now.
No, well, because first of all, most of the time he don't really show his face. You know, he has the icon up there.
Exactly, he does.
People come on, they be like, you know, it can be kind of confusing, bro. It can, you know, nothing personal, but I'm just giving you what it is confusing to me, and it's confusing to other people all day long.
True statement. It is what it is. Mr. GG's that long ass name. I'm glad the issue was addressed and put on the table for the record. That's right. And this channel, and this video ain't going down. So anybody who didn't see this video, watch it on the replay, rewind it, listen to it again so it sink in. Aaron Ferris of Blackmentravels got on the Big Boss Real Talk, and he told his side of the situation between Blackmentravels and No Excuse. There's always two sides of the story, right? And I'm not even taking a side. I'm taking all the information in, and even hearing both sides, I'm still not taking a side. But even though I'm not actively taking a side, I still wanted to hear it because I like both of you guys. Both of you guys are cool with me still. I'm still cool with No Excuse, and I'm going to tell you, sir. Once you step off, I'm going to bring him on. If he wants to come on, I will bring up No Excuse, and he can re-say his side again. So it is what it is. But like I say, I wanted to give you the opportunity to say your side unmolested.
Oh yeah, man, and I really appreciate that because I want to keep this movement, this passport bro, this travel bro movement. I want to keep it positive, and I didn't want no internal beefs while we trying to forge a niche in like the black manosphere. Basically, I didn't want no internal beef, and I don't ever want us going back and forth because I know how disappointed I was when I seen certain black YouTubers going back and forth that used to work with each other. Right. So I never want to take it that route. You feel me?
Like them Sasua YouTubers. I mean, back in the day, man, right. Them DR YouTubers was going at it.
Because and like you would never heard of this if it wasn't for Rob. Rob put all this information out there. He was doing it. He kept saying, "Oh, you salty," but you the one to put this out in the universe, bro. I was going to just keep it quiet. You had the name that you wanted. I gave you what you wanted, bro. I didn't challenge you on that. You got the name. I named mine what I named mine. It should have been done there, but the point of the matter is, what you all can take from this is, despite whatever he shows or his point of view, he could have contacted me first before he went the route and spent 3-4 hours on the video, doing that. He could have reached out to me first, bro. You feel me? But he decided to take it that route, and I feel like okay, he already had these things, and on top of that, he did something. Before we went our separate ways, he made a comment on a certain person's troll account or the Cowardly Troll. He made a comment and said, "This is a derogatory video about me." He said, "Oh, there's some truth to that, but where's the cap?" And I was always wondering, like, what do you mean by that, bro? There's no truth to what this man is saying about me in this video. So that was a red flag right there. And I notated that, but I said, okay, maybe my man didn't really mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm telling you, bro, when it's little red flags, this red flag, I'm like, bro, we working together. I'm helping you build your channel up to 1,000. I'm trying to work together. Why would you go under this man, little troll cowardly account, and say something like that, and then say, I want to work with you, I want to interview you? I'm like, what? Really? So that was a super red flag right there, and I should have
Nope.
addressed it, but I didn't because I just thought to myself, okay, maybe he don't really know. I told him, I said, hey, bro, don't give that dude no shine, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, oh, okay, yeah, man. Oh, okay, my bad. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, come on, man. You feel me? We try to keep this thing positive. We don't need a coward like that who won't even show his damn face, man. Nah. So
Speaking of that coward, this might be him because he
I
changed.
wouldn't even show his name in the comment section, bro. I wouldn't even show his name in the comment section, bro.
Yeah, because you know he keeps changing his channel name.
Yeah.
He changed it about 3 or 4 times, and so the thing without showing his face, he can always keep changing his channel name. So that might be him.
If somebody mentions the name, it's him, because don't nobody know who he is.
Boom.
So he'll come on my channel and be like, "Oh, you ducking me, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, nobody even knows who you are."
How you gonna duck? You don't show your face. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He's just a
you
little
can't make
troll.
this up, man. You can't make this up. Shout out to
Yeah.
K-Mac. Salute to everyone. Keep up the good work. BMT. It is 90 degrees here in Chicago. 90 degrees. What?
Yeah, I know. Maybe he meant 9 degrees. He might have meant 9.
90 in Chicago?
Yeah.
The windy city?
He might have meant 9 degrees, I guess.
Man, you ain't in California?
Yeah, exactly.
9, huh? Exactly. -90. Oh shit. Okay, I look like I got a new subscriber. I got 904 subscribers. Shout out to you, man.
Bro, that's good, man.
That long ass name.
And when you say you started your channel?
I started in September. Matter of fact, September 27th.
You doing good, bro.
Nah,
you doing very good.
Right on. Shout out to Razor Ray. Razor Ray keep trying to tell me that. Said, boss, man, you on a rapid pace, boss. Boss, you doing good, boss. I said, man, hold on, man. I got 70 videos, bro. And I got 54,000 views totally, man.
Man, I remember Richard Rich had 1,100 subscribers. I was like, dang, how you get them 1,100 subscribers?
man. So Mr. GG said, thanks, boss. I already subscribed and will share your videos to help you get more subscribers soon from both the Red Pill community and Passport Brother Travel community. At boss. Shout out to you. Now I got to say your name again right. Mr. GG's Zero Money Down Real Estate Structures. I don't know if you got a YouTube channel, man. But advice, if that's a YouTube channel, that's a long-ass name. Ain't nobody going to type that in. But shout out to Mr. GG's, man. Respect. Man, real ones recognize real ones. Like I said, and I was shocked, bro. I was shocked going back, and I'm going to speak on it, going back to Minister Jack. Who knew that was going to happen? I was shocked. But you know what? Real respects real. I look right in the camera. I said what I said, and real fucks with real. So that's why it's going to take me a while to get my numbers up, to get my levels up. But I think eventually the algorithm is going to cooperate with a nigga, and real ones are going to find me, and real's going to fuck with real. And that's what it is. Real talk.
Long, bro. All day long.
K-Mac, salute to everyone. I already said that. Stop instigating Tim Howard. Yeah, shout out to Tim Howard 5, man. He said, Manosphere Thug News. Yeah, that name sounds very interesting. I see you too, Jordan. And this right here, this guy right here, QB Passport Flexing, yeah, he's up and coming. So keep your eye out for him. I see you, QB. I had conversations with this brother on WhatsApp behind the scenes. So I got you, brother.
He was giving ARC that heat, but
oh, for real?
Yeah, he was giving ARC that heat, but you can't. I mean, ARC can hold his own, bro. He's a politician.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. But shout out to QB Passport Flexing. We're gonna do something. Buck Travel, Jordan. Are there wifeable materials in Uganda? Come on, man. That's Africa. That's the motherland. What you think? And Tim Howard said Florida isn't even 90 degrees, right? Florida ain't even 90. He talking K-Mac talk about Chicago. Man, you need to fix that. Because I know Chicago ain't no damn 90 degrees, but shout out to K-Mac. All right. Just call me Mr. GG only. Okay, there you go. Thank you, brother. Thank you for helping the old man out, man. You know, boss is old, man. You see these grays, man. Yeah, I may be strong, but I'm old. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm gonna call him Mr. GG in the building. Gangster at the top of the list. J Love, born in Colombia and raised here in Oakland. Shout out to J Love. Unbelievable. Black men beefing on social media. It's enough dealing with real life haters in Oakland, right? But on social media and traveling abroad, crazy. And that's the thing. The passport bros, we have a lot of enemies, man, already. Feminists.
Outside.
Yeah,
You
we
know what
got
I'm
a
saying?
lot of enemies already. We have one less enemy with Minister Jack, thanks to boss. But we have a lot of enemies already, so we don't need internal enemies, man. Just sub 906. Oh shit, I'm slowly getting there. Shout out to BOG the channel. Uh, uh, BOG. Boots on the ground. That don't look that So Drees, this your second channel or something? Cause that little thumbnail, I know Drees be using that image. Shout out to Jedi Drees.
Man, shout out to Drees, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Drees.
shout out to Drees Jedi. So this might be his second channel. I ain't tripping. All them channels, man, get it
I think
up.
me and Drees started around the same time, or he might have started before me.
He got 700 videos, man. 700 plus. How many videos you have?
I think like maybe close to 300.
Wow, 300.
Yeah, close to 300. Yeah.
Drees got over 700 video. I think 760.
He got some cold editing too. He gonna pop.
Yes, he got
He
some
got some
cold
cold editing,
editing.
bro. I'll be
He
like,
got
man,
that
who
green
edited your stuff?
screen. He got that green screen. He got the music down. Yeah, shout out to Drees, man. Drees is, in my opinion, Drees is underrated. You know what I'm saying? I think Drees is underrated. He's gonna pop though, eventually. Buck Travel, C Jordan. Which one you like more, Kenya or Uganda? Yeah. See, I thought so. I think we know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
The coward with no face. I think he just hurried up and changed his name again. So Jordan is saying Kenya has more colorful colors than Uganda. I guess I'm about skin tone, but I like more of the Uganda thickness. Man, I be hearing about them Uganda joints, man, are thick. Woo! Man, a whole ass meal. So GG, my man, GG's. Okay, I got you, man. Just call me Mr. GG. I'm another real estate investor in a real estate community on YouTube. Okay, shout out to you, professional brother. I'm another real estate investor in a real estate community on YouTube, Facebook, and Meetup.com app. We have our own drama and success as well in a real estate community. LOL. No, say it ain't so. Don't tell me you have drama and beef in the real estate. Man, y'all banging on real estate? Damn. Is any genre safe? Dang, you hear that? He said they have drama in a real estate community. Golly. That is crazy. Oh, shout out to Club Fillers, man. Club Fillers Incorporated. Good to see you guys chopping it up. You are on the way to 1K, bro. Be patient. Yeah. But shout out to Club Fillers, man. Club Fillers, you got to have me on, man. You got to have me on. And Club Fillers, he put up on my live one day when I dropped the link. So shout out to Club Fillers all the way from the UK. He lived 7 years in Thailand, and he's down there in Brazil right now. He's in Rio. Hey, Club Fillers, did you ever make it up to Villa Mimosa? So yeah, man. So before I let you go, man, this is an interview on the Big Boss channel. So I gotta ask you a couple of questions, man. Where's my notes, man? I ain't got no damn notes. So, how long have you been living? Other people probably know, but I don't. How long you been living expatting in Brazil?
5 months, 4 months.
That's all.
Yeah, about 4 months. Yeah.
I thought you been down there, man.
Nah, I was in Colombia
Oh,
most of the time.
oh. When the last time you been in the States?
May. I was in the
May.
States for two days in 2021.
2 days? You saw
2
your
days.
mama? Saw your mama kiss your mama and left?
That's pretty much it.
Hey, you gotta love your mama, man. Why you got it, man? You gotta love your
Mm-hmm.
mama. Mama's number one. That's what's up. Kiss your mama and left. Damn, you ain't been back in the States since May, and it's January. So you've been spending most of that time in Colombia, but then the last 5 months in Brazil. Okay,
Right.
so
Colombia, the DR,
the DR,
and then Brazil. Yeah.
and then Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so have you ever been to Thailand yet?
Not yet, bro. Not yet. It's on the list though.
Man.
Sure.
Yeah. So out of the countries you've been to, what is your best favorite country so far?
Colombia.
Colombia? What?
Mm-hmm.
More than Brazil?
Yeah, man.
Blasphemy, man. Blasphemy. How come you ain't in Colombia then? Nah, I'm tripping, man. Hold on. I got beef. Big Boss and BMT got beef, man. We got black man beef, man. We gonna beef now, man. You ain't cool.
Yeah,
I'm about
man.
to make a diss video about you, man.
Uh-oh.
Nah. Oh man. Well, how come it ain't Brazil, man? You there now?
Man, it's something about that city of Medellin. I just love, bro. I'm just really comfortable in there.
Medellin, not even Cartagena. Oh man,
Yeah,
I don't care for Medellin, man.
Well, I got a lot of friends in Medellin. I'm so deep in Medellin. I can
you really tapped in, huh?
Yeah. Like the club owners, the police, the hostels.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
hostels. You ever stayed you ever stayed in a hostel in Medellin?
No, but I hang out with Adam all day long for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You hang out at hostels.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, it's dope. It's dope, bro. It's dope. Okay. Medellin hostels have they're like a city within a city, right?
City?
They got like everything you need. They got like a little restaurant. They got a club, a bar.
What? In a hostel?
Women.
I thought a hostel was like the little budget hotel where everybody sleep like to the room unless you get your own. So they have like their own little facility inside.
Man, I'll show you some pictures offline, bro. You'll be like, yo, what? Yeah. And then you get to meet women from Europe, all different types of places in those hostels. So we got our own little thing. Like it's a whole nother little. Like I never had any issues whatsoever in Colombia.
Dude, I never heard of that. Man, that's why we have channels like you, Black Men Travel, putting brothers on game. I never knew that. I never knew that. The only thing I didn't know, and shout out to DYB. I don't know if Dumpy is in the chats, but dump your boyfriend lifestyle. Shout out to DYB. He's in Colombia right now in Medellin, and his ass is staying at these damn hostels. And he found a cool little hostel for like $30 a night, $35 a night with breakfast. He has his own room. It's a hostel, but he has his own room.
Yeah.
It comes with breakfast. It has a pool and a little bar. I think it's called Vibe. And
that's the hostel.
I didn't know nothing about it.
That's the one I was hanging at. It was across the street from my apartment.
Get out of here. That same one, Vibe. Okay, shout out to y'all, man. So you know what I'm saying? You can get some good information, from the fellow brother. One brother go out there, open it up, find out new information.
Grego know about vibes.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh man!
We had like the best night of our life at vibes.
The travel boy. Oh man!
Yeah, because you can't just stay in Parque Years, man, and think that you really experienced in Medellin. It's not at all.
I hear you. I hear you, man. It's more than it's Park Laeris, but and you know what? I'm willing to give it I was. Not I take that back, man. I don't know. One day I will. One day, maybe someday. I was just saying I'm willing to give Medellin. I only went one time. You can't really experience nothing one time, right? You got to go 2-3 times. I only been to Medellin one time. Didn't care for it much, and I was going to give it another chance. But guess what? Robberies, druggings, scopamine. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. So, man, check this out here, man, check it out. Man,
Hey, like my boy that live out there say, he said Medellin is the most beautiful, nicest, dangerous city in the world that you can get robbed and drugged and still want to come back.
and still want to come back. Damn. Say I survived. Woo! What a rush.
Yeah.
Man, I heard that. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't get robbed. I didn't get drugged, and I didn't want to go back at first. But then I had to do some self-reflection, and I said, you know what? Because I'm a real dude. I said, you know what? Hold on. Maybe I'm being too hard on Medellin. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. And I only went one time. Let me go back. And every time I tried to go back, you know where I go instead? Bogota, Santa Fe, red light district, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So now I just call myself, I'm Bogota Boss. I got another nickname.
Mhm.
I'm Bogota Boss.
Mhm.
I've been to Bogota 3 times.
Oh, that's what's up.
Man, I want to go back. But I ain't even been to Cartagena. So basically I've been to Colombia 4 times. I've been to Medellin once and Bogota 3 times. I have not did Cartagena yet, and I do want to do Cartagena at least one time. You know, I want to see that clock tower, the wall city, go to Club Space, Delirium, Dos Vita. Yeah, it's a trip. They got a Dos Vita like Rio got a Dos Vita. That's very interesting. So in Brazil, you live where in Sao Paulo?
No. I live in an area called Barra.
Barra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Barra,
all
yeah.
this time, dude, I thought you lived in Sao Paulo.
No. Yeah, you were texting me Sao Paulo. I'm like, why you keep telling me Sao Paulo time?
I know I was texting you. So I thought you. I don't know where I got Sao Paulo from, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere Sao Paulo. If it ain't Rio, Sao Paulo. So where's Barra at? Where's that at?
That's like 20 minutes west of Copacabana.
Oh,
So it's not that far.
It ain't even near Sao Paulo anyway.
Nowhere near Sao Paulo, no.
God damn it, coughing again. I don't know where I got Sao Paulo from, man. Golly. Okay, so 20 minutes away from Rio Copacabana. That's what's up, man. Shit. Yeah. So what are the plans? How long you plan to be out there?
Not quite sure, man. I'm still developing my plans right now with all this COVID thing going on. Well, I didn't mean to say the beer bug. I mean
the beer bug.
Yeah, with all that going on, man, it's kind of hard to make plans because they constantly changing things.
Man, are you immunized? Did you get the jabby jab?
Yeah, yep.
Well, man, you can go anywhere then. You ain't like me. I'm the dirty unvaxxed, the dirty unwashed conspiracy theorist unvaxxed guy. The world is small for me. The world wide open for you.
Yeah, man. It's still some protocols I'm not really comfortable with though.
Damn, even for the vax, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Even for the vax, they still got them protocols. That's crazy. What did some of the comments say? Shout out to Germany over here. Money over honeys. No shared toilets or showers for me. Man,
they got private rooms.
The hostels got their own rooms, man.
Yeah, they got private rooms and stuff.
And he saw that. He saw the live I did where I had DYB Dumpy come on. Dumpy showed this room. He was on there lit, drunk as hell. Yeah, they got a private room.
I thought the same exact thing when I was, I'm like, you at a hostel, bro? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Hostel.
But
I saw that in a movie, man. Remember the scary movies? Remember the scary movies with Hostel? Mm-hmm. Man, I know it's just a movie, but we learn shit from movies, man. I'm like, oh hell, ain't no way I'm going to a goddamn hostel, freaky ass hostel, and then be tied up in there on some sauce shit. That's crazy.
Most definitely, bro.
Hostel was good if you on a budget, he say. Clifton say, yeah, I remember Clifton the Egyptian on one of my lives. I think when Dumpy was on talking about it, I was telling you about the hostels in some places. It's like its own city. Club, it can get crazy depending on the hostel. Yeah, I don't remember you saying it's like his own city though. But I remember you telling me that some of the hostels he stayed at, he said it was lit. He said like the little worker lady that worked at the hostel was up on the bar dancing and shit. I'm like, wow.
Man, I can show you some footage. I'll show you some footage, bro.
Okay, bet, man. I'm gonna hold you to it, man. Hostels for poverty
Hey, you
travel.
know what? I used to think the same thing. I used to think the same thing, but it was one across the street from my apartment complex, and
Okay.
it had a bar.
It had a bar.
So
So you would
yeah,
just go there for the bar and nothing else.
I used to
So
go there for the bar.
outside people can go there just for like the bar, even if you don't
Hmm.
live in, even if you're not staying there.
Right. And you go to the bar and you got women, and it's a different type of vibe. It's better than meeting a woman at a club, right? You're meeting a woman at a little hostel. It's more comfortable. You're talking to her,
But
you're drinking.
and comfort is everything, especially for a woman.
Comfort is everything, bro.
You get her on her own ground where she's already comfortable. Her room is right there. She feels safe with
Man,
alcohol.
one time we left a club. This is when they had a curfew in Medellin, right? So the
Okay.
curfew was like 8 p.m.
Okay.
We left the club, bro, and brought like 20 women from the club to the hostel.
What?
But the hostel wouldn't let them in. So we walked to a so we had those
20
20
women?
women. Yeah, it said something about it was some restrictions with the guests or something. So we
Right.
walked to another hostel that was down the street, and we all partied at that hostel all night.
What?
Yeah,
So the hostel let
the
20
thing
women
about it,
just flood on there.
the reason the hostels got so I guess so popular was because remember we was on curfew at some point last year in Medellin, so you couldn't really party like that. So you kind of had to go to the hostel if you wanted to get your party on.
Right. So that was a hack, man, because the real clubs, a lot of them was closed because of curfew. But a hostel is a living environment that has a little dance space and bar and music. So it's like
Hey,
a little roundabout club.
like I say,
Smart. I see what you did there. Mr.
mm-hmm.
GG's, your Zoom to Thailand review video is the truth. I like when you said it was something out of the closet of Narnia, right? I like the mini clips. Too funny, but real. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You gotta go. That Thailand, man. It's like going through the closet of Narnia, man. We just jumping all around. So Jordan got a question for you at BMT. Will you travel to other cities in Brazil?
Yep, for
Okay.
sure.
What cities have you been to so far?
Just Rio right now.
Just real. Have you ever been to Sao Paulo yet?
No, technically no. I flew through there, but I won't count that. So yeah.
Oh man, you lived there for 5 months. Oh man, you making my COVID cough come back. You giving me a COVID cough, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Clifton, I was in Bolivia. I was stuck at La Paz because of riots. You stepped from the 1930s to the 2022, just stepping in with party girls from Europe grabbing you. Okay, I heard that. J Love, I'm not an elitist, but I don't think I could stay in a hostel. That funky white hiker smell. LOL.
Hey, all these things that they're saying in the comments, I thought the same thing. I swear to
Okay.
you, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a common thinking. Is dirty, it's cheap, it's a little sweaty, dirty little, backpacking white people, smelling like dog fur. I get it. And it's a trip how you have a lot of those stigmas and stereotypes before you go. Because like a lot of people had that with Thailand. Like, man, it's all skinny chicks, they all skinny. Man, when I went, man, I seen some thick joint. First of all, they got all kind of chicks from all over the world because it's over in that area in Asia. So they got chicks from Africa, they got chicks from India, they got chicks from Europe. And then even the Thai chicks, some of them, man, they eat a whole lot of rice, man. And rice fatten you up. Man, they got hips, thighs, ass, cellulite, jiggable. I'm like, what? I said, oh, hell no. Boss's on, man. So, but you know what? Before you go, only thing you think from the TV is all these Asian girls are skinny. Might have a pretty face, like a little China doll face, but skinny. Man, farther from the truth. I went over there. I seen so many thick Asian chicks with hips, ass. I mean, wow. So yeah, sometimes you have to what? Travel. See for yourself. Don't believe everything on the damn boob tube on TV. See for yourself with your own 2 eyes. Get out and travel. Black men travel.
All day long, bro.
That's a hell of a segue. He said, I went off staying for a few hours just to shower. I'm not going to pay 120 for a 4-hour stay. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. I don't say that don't even sound like no hostile price. So I might have missed something jumping around the comments, but yeah, I would not pay $120 for 4 hours either. Tim Howard, Money Over Honey. I definitely paid that extra price to have my own. LOL. Literally, I look to have my own. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So man, so I don't know. First of all, our boss had it all the way wrong. Boss don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. I thought you was in Sao Paulo, and I thought you've been there for like 2-3 years.
No,
You ain't even barely had your channel about 3 years. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah.
And see, and sometimes you don't know until you what? Have a conversation. Have a conversation. Because I could be walking around thinking stuff in my head. Dude, I really thought you was in Sao Paulo. And you don't know.
I'll be I'll definitely be going to Sao Paulo soon.
Okay.
Yeah, most
Go.
definitely.
Do yourself a favor.
I got a little chick out there. So
Okay.
I'm definitely go out there.
Man, hey man. In the works. I'm already in talks with Richie Mack. On different media platforms. It was weird how it happened. So I'm just that's all I'm gonna say. Big Boss is in talks with Richie Mack, trying to make it happen. Yeah, and I even got in talks a YouTuber that has more subs than Richie Mack said he gonna give me an interview. But sometimes when you're dealing with people with big platforms like Black Men Travel, you know, you gotta be very accommodating and work around their schedules, man. It is what it is, man. It's a pecking order in here because you know I was trying to have Black Men Travel over Saturday Night Live. He say, "Big Boss, first of all, it's 5 hour difference. Whatever you is 5 hours from me, and you trying to go 7-8 o'clock on a Saturday night." Man, you put it down there midnight for me. Midnight in Brazil, trying to do a live with you, Big Boss. I said, okay, you're right, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, when you trying to get big time YouTubers with tens of thousands of subs, man, you got to be very flexible. So it's all good, man. It's all good. I thank you for coming on, man. Man, you done rocked out with me for 1 hour 42, man. It don't even seem like it, man.
Yeah, that's how the streams be, bro. That's how the streams be.
Hey, man. So as long
but before I go, man, I just want to say this, man, that I'm a positive brother, man. I don't want to beef or go back and forth with anybody. You know, you'll never see me do any type of diss or response video, but I will clear the air. You know, regardless, you know, of the situation. I know me and the Blackmentravels, we can definitely chop it up one day and just talk about that. You know, we can come to a viable solution as Black men. With Rob, you know, we won't ever be doing business in the future. However, you know, it'll just be a disagreement. We can just keep, you know, our separate ways, bro, or our separate movements rather.
Separate movements, yeah.
With separate movements.
I hear what you're saying. You don't necessarily have to be enemies, but you won't do business together. But even not doing business don't mean you have to be enemies. You just be both doing your own thing.
Yeah, man, because we in the same sector, bro. You know, we got enough issues outside this sector.
We really do.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely gonna run into each other at some point this year, and we'll talk like men. But up to that point, hey man, you know, it is what it is.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. Be honest, even right now on my phone, I'm setting it up where I can bring them on. Like I said, in all honesty, transparency, I'm about to send the link to No Excuse right now. I'm not really going to drop it in the chat. I'm going to send it to him because obviously I got his number because we was on each other's channels before. So I'm about to send him the link and see if he wants to come on. But I'm going to wait till you step off the stage. So any last words?
No, that was it, man. Like I
That was
said,
it.
I'm a positive brother, man. I want to keep this passport, bro, this travel, bro, this travel niche, positive, man. You know, I really want to keep that positive. I don't want no, internal conflict or anything like that because we got so much ahead of us and we got so much positive going on in this movement. And a lot of brothers are looking up to us for good
Yes.
information on eventually, moving overseas or being able to travel the world, and enjoy themselves and explore different business opportunities and dating options. So that's what it's
Right.
all about, man. And I appreciate you letting me come on the show, bro.
Hey man, well the pleasure's all mine. I appreciate you gracing my channel. Even though it had to be on a Monday and not my Saturday night, but see, I got this cough, and it's a whole lot better. I was a lot worse over the weekend, but yeah, I appreciate you, bro, and definitely I would like to for us to do some things. Don't have to be business, right? Don't have to be business. I got my own business. It's too much work trying to take care of Big Boss crazy self. I got my own business, but outside of business, we can always, what I'm saying, do content together. Come on each other's channels and just chop it up, have real conversations. So definitely. Okay, so he got the link. So I do right now. I have no excuse in the back room. And before on some real shit, before I click it, I'm gonna let you leave, sir, if that's what you want to do.
All right, bro.
But I
Peace.
have no excuse in the back room right now.
All right, man. Appreciate them coming on, bro. Peace.
Peace. You have it. Black men travel. Well, like I said, Big Boss is keeping it real. And now we have in this corner, ding, 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 versus No Excuse ENT. What's up, sir?
Good, man. Good.
Long time no see. Man, I just came on your channel last week, Wednesday. Yeah, that was a Wednesday. Hadn't even been a week yet.
Yeah, man.
So what says No Excuse ENT? Your retort?
Yeah, I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say, man. Those that know me, everybody, when they describe my character, they be like, Rob is a down-to-earth dude, a straight-up dude. You know what I mean? I'm very honest and transparent. When I give information, whether it's travel, personal, anything, I'm very thorough, and I always have something to back it up. You know what I mean? So that's the first point. So it was a lot of things said, and I want to address everything that was said.
Okay.
You
got time. Let's get it.
So with the video I put out, y'all kind of went through the video I put out, whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And I did put factual information, whether it was screenshots, conversations, and things like that, just so it wouldn't be just hearsay.
Okay.
You know what hearsay is? It's just saying things without any proof or evidence. So I tried to do that. Now the video of him, what he did in the past, that was satire. That was adding some fun or roasting, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, so I mean, I know some people got some
like I told Aaron before he got off. I told him I didn't know what the hell I was looking at.
Yeah. I mean, some people got some laughs out of it, you know what I mean? But it was, that's part of content creation too. But you know what I mean? But I had to get my facts across in regards to that. Now, when we did our live, the things we talked about was about code.
Being on code.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of there's a lot of code that this man has broke that he probably don't even realize. You know what I mean? So code number one. You should never, if you got an issue with somebody, you should never bring up other people conversations you have with other people about another person. Because now I'm gonna have to respond to this Facebook group black man's option, I'm gonna have now. I gotta respond to that.
Yeah. Well, he never named
No,
it.
I don't care. I know what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, you know we talking.
So I'm going to respond to it. I'm going to respond to it. He put it out there, and that other party probably didn't want to be mentioned. You know what I mean? So he didn't open that up. But I've talked to people that he's done business dealings with. I'm gonna just say, so if this guy, some people may have heard of him, Rob Thorne. He goes by another name too, in Medellin. You know what I mean? He's been doing a lot of he's been trying to make some business moves in Medellin.
Okay.
And this is something. This is how you peep a character of a person. When me and Aaron was first start talking about doing business together, he immediately brought up a past business dealing with somebody else that fell apart. And you know, I mean, he kind of said, you know, some negative things about the person, which I don't need to repeat because that's still a private conversation that me and Aaron had. But the point was that I've seen situations where people came to me about, or they see that I'm connecting with somebody, or they know I know somebody else, so they immediately tell me their side of the story before something get to me about this person I'm about to do business with. So it was just kind of like he was telling me about a business situation where he felt like somebody was doing shady business practices, and basically he was the good guy in the situation. You know what I mean? So which he really didn't have to tell me that. You don't really have to brand yourself, because I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you based off my interactions with you, not based on your interactions with somebody else, whether it was bad or good.
Right.
So you know what I mean. So I actually reached out to the guy after me and after we had the fallout, because I'm just like, if he had a fallout with this guy and he have a fallout with me, he's the common denominator, not me. So so if he's a common denominator, I'm gonna go back. So I reached out to dude. I said, yo, you know what I mean? I heard you and Aaron attempted to do some past business together. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I want to know what happened. I want to see if he's gonna tell me the same thing he said.
Okay.
And what he told me was, what he told me was that it was a lot of. I'm gonna read verbatim because I got the message. He said,
"Let's hear it."
Yeah, it's all good. He is not someone I personally would do anything with ever again. I like working with grown men that are clear and honest, no games or tricks or weird shit. This is what he said. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's on my phone. I don't know if I can show it. It's on my it's on my phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so another thing is, he gonna sit up here and say we could have talked about it out, or I got his number and I could have reached out to him. But when I tried to reach out to him, this is what he said. I'm gonna see if y'all can hear this.
I can't hear it.
But in so many, he basically said he didn't want to talk about it. He don't want to go back and forth.
Okay, and that's the same thing he said on here on my live. He said he don't want to talk about it. He don't want to go back and forth.
But that's a contradictory though, because if you felt like we could have had a conversation, then that's what dialogue is.
That's what dialogue is.
So I felt like that statement in itself.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. You're saying that on one hand he's saying before you made that diss video, you could have reached out and called him to have a conversation about it. But then he said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go back and forth. I said what I said, and I don't want to keep talking about it. But you could have reached out and called me. So that's what you're saying. He's saying a contradiction. Okay.
Right. I mean, and then also he's saying that he's going to do what he's going to do. He don't have to tell me anything. So again, that's basically him saying, you know, F you, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But if Rob do what he gotta do, you know what I mean, it's a problem. You know what I mean? You can't always try to be in a power play position where he want to be in a power play position where he can make moves, create channels, things that may appear to be a conflict into what we're trying to do. But when I do something, now it's just like I'm moving, you know what I mean? I'm moving ahead, but like either you or me gonna be one step ahead. When it's you, it's okay. It's business. That's just part of business. But when it's somebody else doing it, you know what I mean? It's a problem. You know what I mean? So that's that part. So let me just I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and I really, this is the last time I'm really gonna regurgitate this information. You know, so back in November, and he said he created this. He said he created his name, and
that's what he said on my channel. He said about an hour or two ago, he came up with the name, and then you took the name and you ran and had it trademarked and copyrighted first. But he came up with the name, but you took it and you got it copyrighted first.
He said he came up with the name.
That's what he said.
So interesting. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, on YouTuber Pablo Escobar. You know who he is?
I know the real Pablo, but not the YouTuber. No.
Well, his name is switched. If somebody know who I'm talking about, but he almost had 1,000 subs, so he got a pretty
shout out to him.
But he did a video about the original Passport Bros. He did a video about that. Okay. We had a side conversation about that. Now, before 2021, when Aaron created this Passport Pro Facebook group, that term already existed. Anybody in the manosphere, in the travel community, know that term has been loosely associated from whether it's PUA coaches dissing travel brothers by saying those Passport Bros or anything. That term existed, and I talked to Aaron about this, and I actually confronted him about it before we started talking business. I said, "Look, I see what you did, creating a group called Passport Bros. As a businessman, I see what he's doing. As these guys that's just travelers, they're just watching us creating content. They don't care about that. Right. They get the information. They don't care about the implications, especially people like myself and others that want to build brands and things like that. So when I talk about code, right? I'm a OG in the Passport Bro space, as far as someone that started traveling to get out the matrix, that hit up these countries, which is predominantly, offer the amenities that us men travel for. You know what I mean? So yeah, Pablo Frescobar. That's who.
Okay, Pablo Frescobar. Huh.
So I always stuck with a code. Okay. You know what I mean? And the code was, and the code in our travel community was don't put certain stuff on YouTube, whether it was with the chicas and things like that. But obviously other YouTubers did that. So that code was pretty much out the door. And then the other code, the silent code, which I thought I was following, was from a business standpoint, you don't try to trade, you don't try to hijack common terms. You know what I mean? Like LeBron James did something. He tried to trademark Taco Tuesday, and they shut it down because that term is just so loosely used. How can LeBron? Why would LeBron try to make money off Taco Tuesday? He didn't come up with that. So he created a Facebook group which is not intended to make money because it's just a Facebook group.
Right.
So I'm like, look, I wasn't gonna even think about touching that name before you even. If you never touched that name, I wouldn't have touched it. But I'm saying I'm not gonna let you run with it, knowing that I could have ran with it a long time ago. Because now it's like once you start doing something, I'm not gonna let you run with it because I feel like that shouldn't even been touched. That's just like Red Pill. Red Pill been out for a minute.
Right.
Before this man, he could have did the same thing with Red Pill. He could have created a Facebook group called Red Pill. I wouldn't let him run with that either. He don't, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna monopolize it. How would you feel if he made millions off Red Pill and a name he never created, a name that was common amongst the manosphere community, but somebody decided, whether it was for monetary motivation, greed, or whatever, because some people refer to him as being greedy and all about self, to run with it and make money. Like some people are gonna feel like robbed for that. You know what I mean? Like you got a Red Pill channel. If you decided to say, I'm gonna go trademark Red Pill, which you could, if you're the first person that do it, somebody else might be like, how this brother just came this year on YouTube? Now he want to claim, now he want to monetize off the Red Pill term. You know what I mean? So that's my sentiments on that. You know, so he didn't create the name. He didn't come up with the name. He just came up with a Facebook group page, and he said his friend Cordell actually came up with the Facebook group. So in that Facebook Messenger screenshot I had in my video, when we talked about doing a podcast, I said we could call it Passport Bro Podcast.
Okay.
And I was trying to be a player about the situation to say I'm not going to be like you and want to do it with myself. I'm like, let's do it together. I created the name for the podcast. I'm saying we can both co-trademark it, so it won't be so we won't have to bump heads by doing individual things. But he said he wanted to have me, and I'm a person. If you go to his page, and you can sort videos by videos uploaded or videos with the most views. If you sort his page, most of his videos with the top views are videos with me. You know what I mean? Which is fine. You know what I mean? I benefited from it, you know what I mean, a little bit, and he benefited from it with views. So if I'm bringing this much value to your channel and I'm trying to build my own brand, why would I continue to build on your channel with a podcast of a name that I came up with, and then say, if we do good on my channel, then we'll bring it to a new channel. But you know what I mean? You could gain 100,000 followers on your channel and then say, oh, I'm gonna bring it to your channel. Like, no, we gotta have a business. Like don't try to dummy me down and say, oh, you trying to create a business. I'm like, I'm thinking big. You're not putting me on your channel for fun. This is a business. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to use me. I'm good enough to help you make money on your channel, and that's your business. But if we could recreate that on an individual channel where we both share it, you don't want to get tired of that. And I was cool with that. I was fine with him not wanting to get into a business with me or anybody, because I understand the commitment that comes with that. But the issue was not more about us not agreeing on the business. The issue was about you trying to take ownership of a name you didn't create. I didn't create, because that term existed before. I just said, you create a Facebook group, call that's fine. I felt like that wasn't cold. But since you did that, and I came up with the podcast name to be Passport Bro Podcast, if you don't want to do it with me, then I'm going to start it and create it. You know, he wanted to make it seem like people doing stuff behind the scenes, but what prompted me to do it was he was making sketchy moves already. We was talking about doing a podcast. Then he posted about a different podcast channel, a BMT Vlogcast. He was gonna do so. So, boy, you're gonna have two podcasts now. So it was just kind of like I felt like he was setting up just in case we wasn't gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I just felt like he was trying to, you know what I mean? He was trying to, you know, he was just trying to set himself up. And I'm seeing this, so I'm just like, you know what I mean? It's like if me and Big Boss said we're gonna do a business, we're gonna do a restaurant business. You know what I mean? We're gonna do hamburgers and chicken wings, right?
Okay.
And then I see you posting Big Boss about to start a chicken and burger spot, but under a different name.
Okay.
I'll be like, bro, what's going on? You know what I mean? What's going on? Like, is we doing something, or is you doing something? Like, I know you're not gonna have 2 restaurants, right? So
Right.
that's pretty much the history behind that. Now I want to address the conversation he had with and he was referring to the Black Man's Option Group. And it's funny that these guys can talk behind closed doors, but never, you know, but never put themselves on the front street. Like, be real. So I don't know if you are in any of the Facebook groups.
Not
So,
really. No.
so this summer, right? So I was pretty, you know, I'm pretty popular in most of the groups because I travel a lot and I post a lot of my travel and I post a lot of information. So I'm just always just flooding with pictures, videos, information, things like that. You know, all of a sudden, I get a messenger. So if somebody like block you and kick you out their group, there's an option that say, do you want to delete like this user's post? So they must have, I guess, wanted to delete my post when they removed me from the group. And I got an email notification with saying you've been removed from these groups. Your post been removed. So, and this just came out of nowhere. So I'm hitting up some of my so-called friends that's admins in the group. I'm like, what's going on? You know, and you know, I mean, they, you know, footing around. So finally, one of the admins, I guess he liked the ringleader, Eric, of Black Man's Option.
Black Man's Option.
So he called himself calling me, yeah, we remove you from the group because we're making some changes. We removed some other guys too, and pretty much we want, you know, I mean, we want some people that's gonna rep Black Man's Option, you know. And I'm like, what you talking about? And you know, he's like, well, you know what I mean? Well, you know, you post a lot, and you know, don't nobody really know us. You know what I mean? So basically,
you was outshining them.
Basically, I was outshining. So a lot of I would say most of the admins don't really travel as much as a lot of the people that was posting in the group. So
right,
a group that's big, like 10,000 plus members, they recognizing me and other people, but they're not recognizing the admins because the admins not getting no shine.
How come they didn't make you an admin? Especially if you bring in that much value, even though you come in as a regular member, but you're not quite a regular member, you're kind of special because you've been to 30-something countries, 30 countries, and you just flooding the whole chat. How come they didn't elevate you to an admin then?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the admins that they have were kind of people that was around when Charles, because that was Charles Tyler's original group before he died.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
And there's a history behind that group.
Okay.
It was like it was a guy, and you know, he's cool now. Alan Harper, he was an admin, then he got changed, and then like they pretty much had an admin team by committee, so it's like a group of them. But they obviously they have one admin that's like an influencer. So basically, man, it was about them outshining, and then maybe they got salty because they had a Black Man's Option event in Brazil at the time, and they probably felt like people that's posting in the group should be supporting their events. But I travel so much. I think I was in Brazil at the time they had their event, but you know, I'm not finna, you know, I don't, if I'm already there, I'm not finna pay for an event that's benefit people that don't travel or newbies to the game that do that stuff. So I don't know what prompted really was the underlying reason, but what I got was that you're not promoting Black Man's Option. You know what I mean? And I posted the screenshots in the group, and people was like, man, that group, they a bunch of haters, a bunch of dudes that don't really travel that much. You know what I mean? And I could go in on some of the admins too. One of them, I used to help out. You know, I was giving them financial information, man, with their situation. You know, he was on hard times. Like I was like a big homie to him. And you know what I mean? And you know, man, you gonna side with, and you're not gonna defend me. You know what I mean? Like why you kick Rob about the group? You know what I mean? But a lot of guys, and somebody put this in the chat earlier, a lot of guys be low key, be jealous. Like I'm really not a person that like brag or boast, and I could. You know what I mean? I make good money in the US. I have a fiance in Colombia. One of the few people that actually, when these critics be saying these guys don't got girlfriends or wives that travel, I'm one of the people that do. You know what I mean? And that's nothing against guys that don't, because some guys don't want that, and that's fine. But you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I got that going for myself. Obviously, I'm building, you know what I mean, my YouTube, things like that. People respect me. I have a lot of information to give. So there are people that can or are probably jealous of that. You know what I mean? And see me as a threat. You know, so but yeah, I just wanted to address that, and hopefully I don't have to address that further. But yeah, Black Man's Option, Eric. You know what I mean? Keep my name out your mouth, bro, because you can reach me too. If you got I feel like if you got underlying feelings about a person, and that person still rubs you the wrong way, reach out. You know what I mean? If I really have some on my chest, at my age now, I realize, you know what, just holler at that person. If they don't want to talk, fine, but at least make that attempt. You know, so I'm not finna let no guy. I wanted to come on tonight, and I'm not trying to ramble, but I want to set the record straight, man, because
it's on you.
People with big followings, a lot of times people can kind of think that person is what they say is telling the truth, but you know, like I said before, all I could do is show receipts and go from there. You know what I mean? Like I've always been real. I'm transparent. A person got anything to ask me, I'm gonna be straight up, and that's what it is.
And that's what it is. So, like I said, when I had Aaron Ferris, a Blackmentravels, shout out to him. When I had him on here, I told him I'm not taking sides. I'm cool with both of you guys. And I told him as soon as he steps down, I'm going to bring on No Excuse so he can re-say his side again. So I'm not taking sides, but I do want to know, you might have said it before, so if you can just repeat it one more time, why is it, though, I'm not going to say this is an issue, but my thing is, we know about this hater we have, the hater with no face that makes a lot of videos. Okay. So my only question to you, and for real, to No Excuse, what prompted you to make this video about Aaron Ferris with the clown and using his own video as a dope fiend? What prompted you to make that video?
Oh, so I did mention that in the video towards the end. So what prompted me was that I already had seen that he had created. He had a YouTube page. It was BMT Vlogcast, and he changed the name like a couple of days after me and him had the disagreement. He changed the name to Passport Bro Live. So I'm just like, okay.
So you already had a page. You already had a second page with a name, And right after you got a couple of days after you guys got into it, he changed the name to a very similar name to what you guys were gonna name it.
Right. So that was like strike number. That was like strike number one. So I was like, you know what? It's all good. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm gonna do. So then, the Romeo Peso, or Man with 20 Wives, he made a video, and obviously he's been trending, and I've been seeing his videos, this video. So I'm looking in the comments, and I see a comment by another YouTube page. It was like Passport Bros or something like that. It was basically like the same name, but I seen the logo, and it's a logo that's associated with Aaron. So I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing? Like, if he said that, and he said on your platform that I told him I'm not gonna fight you over it, it's yours, go for it. So if you feel like that, why is you continually trying to create things pretty much that the same thing, And yes, I put in the trademark application. I did what I had to do, and just like I said before, the differences between his page, his Black Men's Travel and Black Men's Travel, I said that y'all don't have, it's fair game until somebody trademark it. Like, that's the only. There's no point in arguing, because if you got a problem, trademark it, because then you have a legal edge if that person is infringing on your trademark or trying to monetize on your trademark. I'm only doing a trademark for podcast related things. So if he wanted to do a Passport Bros for selling t-shirts or whatever service or product that's different from podcasting or related, he can, as long as it's within the legal concept. I could always challenge things like that. And so I wanted to address another thing too. He brought up his boy Cardell.
Yeah, I think his business partner. He said
his business partner, which he shouldn't have brought him up either. But me and Aaron was talking about this in November. He never brought up Cardell. It was up until the last moments. He was like, well, actually, I got to mention this. I got to talk to this about Cardell, because he came up with the Facebook guru name. So I'm just like, okay, like you could have had this conversation with him months ago. And he told me, he was like, well, let me talk to Cardell and see what he thinks, because if I do business with you with that name, he's gonna feel a certain way, because he came up with that name for the Facebook group. This is what he told me. So I said, all right. And he suggested, like, I will, I'm gonna have a conversation with him first, and then we could have a conversation, on three-way. So whatever happened, it didn't get to that point, because once he said, I'm gonna get back to you tonight. So when he didn't get back to me, and he's still posting and doing stuff and doing what he got to do for himself, I said, I'm not going to let him play me. I'm not going to let him get a step ahead. I'm going to go on, trademark, create my brand. I did it in like 24 hours. When he didn't get back to me, I was on it ASAP, because I don't play that. And so when he seen that I did that, that's the only reason he hit me up and was like, oh yeah, me and Cardell talked, and we decided that that's not the direction I wanted to go. I wanted to do something on my platform and not nothing separate. And then, he was like, you could go and run with it, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly thought we was going to be cool and just leave it at that. Okay. Because he always said, he mentioned with another guy, he always said, if I can't do business with you, that don't mean we can't still be friends. Right. So I was like, so obviously we was both disappointed, because he had some high hopes for what I had some high post for it too. But the next day, you know what I mean, he removed me from his groups and things like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess we not cool. So that's why I was like, he must be salty. You know, you must be salty. You can't say you hit me up as a man and then you said you don't want to do the business thing. You saying that I made a chess move and jumped the gun once you didn't respond, and then have a philosophy saying if we don't do business together, we could be friends, but then block me from all your groups. So you know what I mean? So that's what transpired. But he didn't get into all that.
Very interesting. So at this point, you guys moved on. The name is the name. So the name on his secondary channel, his second channel that already had a name, he changed that name. That name is Passport Bro Podcast or Passport Bro Live.
Yeah, one is Passport Bro Live.
And then yours is
Passport Bros Podcast with an S.
Okay. Very similar. So
Very
yours,
similar.
no excuse. Passport Bros with an S podcast. And Black Men Travel is Passport Bro Live. So
right. He got two YouTube. It's two YouTube channels. The Passport Bro Live, that's the one I seen first. And then the more recent one I saw, it was just called Passport Bros.
Oh wow. With an S.
With an S. With an S. So that's why I said I felt like it was some hypocrisy, because if you had a problem with Kanawha with his Black Man Travel with name similarities.
They're very similar.
Right. Name similarities, but you're gonna do the same thing with me. You know what I mean? So he was saying all these things that
Fair
other
point.
people.
Fair point.
Saying,
that is one of his talk. That was one of his concerns with Kanawha with the Black Man Travel singular. Black Men Travel, Black Man Travel. Very similar. And matter of fact, the acronym is the same. BMT. BMT, Black Men, Black Man. Very similar. Confusing. People actually hit him up. People in the chat say they're confused. But then you say he turns around and has a almost identical name to yours, and one letter is different, and you put an extra word on it, and you said it's very similar, so that's like a hypocrite. Okay, fair point.
Yeah, so
he's a riot, man. Shout out to Germany over here. My other channel name is Bang Bros. Almost similar, like BB, huh? Bang Bros, real whatever. Bang Bros, real talk, huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can start doing that all day. Start making channels that's very, very similar, that even has the same acronyms, have your same acronym, very similar, but different, and it gets kind of confusing. So you say he already said that against Kanawha for Black Man Travel, but in your opinion, he does the same thing with you.
Yeah, that was hypocrisy. You know what I mean? Like he sat and he sat and criticized guys for certain behaviors, but then I could give an example of he doing the same behavior. So it's like, bro, you doing or did the same thing too. Like you can't criticize nobody because somebody could turn around and say you did the exact same thing. So that's why, so that's why I'm calling out hypocrisy. And in general, if it was somebody I didn't know that created Passport Bros, it could be 10 dudes that create YouTube with the same name.
Right.
I can't do nothing about that. Only thing I can control is trademarking. And once my trademark is official, I could contact YouTube and say, I have a registered trademark on this name for a podcast. And this channel or these channels are infringing on my trademark. Because you know what? I have no excuse trademarks.
Yeah, you told me.
So I've been in this. So I have an MBA in finance. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I'm very wise and up on everything. You know, so that's what it is. But I'm gonna say this. I don't have no personal issue with Aaron. You know what I mean? My thing was like, as a man, your word supposed to be bond. You know what I mean? If he was just a dude on the street, I probably wouldn't really cared about what type of moves you're making, because you haven't established yourself as he presented himself as a man that value friendships over business, that word is bond. So your word wasn't bond if you say, Rob, I'm not going to fight you over it, which means I'm not going to compete with you over it. You can run with it. He said this on your platform. You know, so his word wasn't bond with that. And his word wasn't bond when he said that if we can't do business together, we could be, you know, we could be, you know, I'd rather not lose our friendship if we can't do business together. I'd rather preserve the friendship than fall up over a business. So we didn't fall over business because we didn't have a business that didn't work out. You know, so I just felt like he just wasn't a man on his word. He wasn't a man that he presented. And you know, I'm not a person that really attacks people's character, how they move, and things of that nature. Because I could attack a lot of things with a lot of proof. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, I don't have to go there, because you know what I mean, he obviously not trying to go there, so I don't need to go there. But I just want to set the I just really want to set the
and you did make a video and he didn't. There is that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was a diss video. It was just a fact. It was just for me. It was a facts video with a little
with a clown face.
With a little parody. Now. That's YouTube. That's just me. Just cap.
With a clown. I wouldn't call it a diss video. I just put him on there with a clown face and had him looking like a fool smoking crack cocaine, his crack pipe.
I mean, it was my version of no Vaseline, man.
I see. Flame on. I see.
But yeah. I mean, it's some old heads hit me there. It's like, man, I don't want you seeing. I don't want to see you getting off your square and you talking about confronting people. Like I wasn't really saying I was gonna confront him as if I was gonna.
That is a dark path to go down.
No, I was really saying in general, if anybody got anything to say, I could, you know what I mean, I would confront them about it if they got something to say. You know what I mean? That, you know, but yeah, we do cross paths. If need be, I will confront him. If need be, I'll just keep it moving. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's no beef. It's nothing like I want to put my hands on him or anything like that. It's nothing close like that. You know, but you know what I mean? I just have to call it how I see it.
I don't even know that show. I don't look at TV. I don't know this show, Neighbors, but I guess he said 3 episodes of Neighbors. I hear you. Very interesting. Very interesting. So at the end of the day, you guys have parted ways. You doing your own thing. He doing his whole thing. He said it'd never be a business deal between you guys after the video. He said the video sealed it. Anything outside of the video. But once you made the video, you closed that door. But even then, he said he still respects you as a man, but he's going to let you, or he's going to do his own thing, and he's going to run with the name Passport Bro Live or whatnot, which is very similar to your name or your, but his eye, again, he said, and you might have said this, you know, remember, forgive me, I'm an old man. He said he came up with the name. He said he heard it before in the atmosphere. He heard guys saying it, throwing it around, but to his knowledge, nobody had used it for a channel. Guys would just say like that's what they are. They verbally said it, but nobody had that as a channel. And he said he came up with it to use it for a channel. His idea. Is that true? Is that a true statement or not?
No, it's not true because I messaged him on Facebook Messenger and I had a screenshot of that in the video that we talked offline about our chemistry doing video. And he said it was his idea of us being on a podcast.
All right.
I said in the text message, I said Passport Bros podcast. Okay. And his response was nice.
Nice.
You know. So he like and then he said Cordell was the one that came up with the idea for the Facebook group. Passport Bros. So if he had these ideas, he already had told me Cordell came up with the name for the group.
Okay.
So he gave credit to Cordell for the name of the group. There wasn't any YouTube pages created with that because I searched YouTube.
You search for it, and that's what he said. That's what he said. He said to acknowledge nobody had a YouTube channel for that with that name. He heard people say it, but nobody had that as a YouTube name. But then you said Cordell came up with that name for Facebook, Passport Bros Facebook group.
Right.
Okay. And your suggestion was Passport Bros podcast. In writing. In a text message.
Right.
And he said nice.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't get back to you that night, like you said. He didn't get back to you that night. So 24 hours, you trademarked it and you ran with it.
Yeah.
And after you ran with it, he said, okay, you know what? You didn't wait for me. I know I said tonight. I didn't get back to you tonight. You ran with it. Keep running with it. You do you, I do me. We're not going to do business, but we can be friends. But the next day after he said that, he also kicked you out of all his groups. Then he already had a second channel with a name. Then he changes that. He takes the time to change that name, the Passport Bro Live. And yours is Passport Bros with an S podcast, which you said in the text where he said nice. Okay, I think I get it. I mean, my mind is big. I hear what you're saying. Okay. And then you felt the way because it made the video because you saw that he put in the comment under the troll with no face. That's what I call him. I don't even say his name. The troll with no face. He made a comment under this new name, the second channel with the new name that he switched the name to, Passport Bro Live. And you felt the way and you wanted to expose him for what you felt was disingenuous and hypocritical because he had an issue with Cano having black man travel to his black men travel, but then he turns around and have a very similar name, which is hypocritical. So the same thing he had a problem with Cano, he did to you.
I'm gonna add what I feel like another shady lady. It's not like he created a new YouTube account, let's say with a new email address and created Facebook Bros. Because I looked at these channels to see, you could see when the account was created. So he got these accounts that's 1 or 2 years old and changing the name. So now you're trying to make it seem like, I mean, YouTube keeps track of changes anyway. But you're trying to you're positioning yourself to make it seem like you created this 2 years ago.
Okay.
But both those pages was created like in 2019.
2019.
And
so it was good enough. It was good enough to run for 2 years, but then right after you guys, he changed it. Yeah. So this interest. So this one new free mixtape say about you, No Excuse. Mm-hmm. I like No Excuse ENT, but it's nasty to get something trademarked to spite your former associate. It reminds me of Cameron trademarking Bird Gang from Jimmy. Nasty.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it out of spite. It would be out of spite if he came up with the idea and I went to trademark. I came up with the idea for a podcast specifically. For a podcast specifically, not nothing else.
Right.
So I trademarked something that with the idea I came up with, because we have a lot of people that steal other people's ideas.
Right.
You know, and so
And that was your idea. Passport Bros with the S podcast. He said nice. Got it. Sergeant Jones says, got to have your paperwork straight. Cash Money taught me that when they didn't trademark bling bling, it's business. If we not friends, it's no need for ethics. It's all business now.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it was disingenuous, just the fact that he changed the name of old YouTube channels to Passport
for
Bros.
2 years. Yeah, so he ran with that name it was good enough for 2 years, but then as soon as you guys had a falling out, he switches the name. Yeah, and to what he said he had every right to do it. He said he had every right to switch the name, and so that's what he said. He said he has every right to switch the name, but your thing, even with a so-called right, is hypocritical because it's very similar. The only difference is the last word. It's Passport Bro Live, Passport Bro Podcast, or Passport Bros with the S Passport Bros with an S podcast, and Passport Bro Live. Very similar. You fell away. You made a video. I get it. Hey, like I said, that's between you and him, man. I'm not really taking sides. The only thing I will say, and this is still not a side, but this, everybody still has their own brain, their thinking brain and thinking opinion. And we have people in the chat saying what they say. Like, shout out to Buck Travel. Buck Travel saying he unsubbed from BMT. He says BMT stole that name from Blackmentravels. So Blackmentravels had that name first.
I would say this, and this is I'm smart when it comes to this. So I did a GoDaddy. I did a who is search. So who is search? You can see who created their website first. You just say who is www.blackmenstravel.com, blackmenstravel.com. So what I mean, and I was trying to help both of them out to say. I was in the middle. I was trying to say, okay, who created what first? Well, Aaron created his website before Kano.
Okay.
But the Facebook group, Kano had his Facebook group for over 3 years.
Oh.
Aaron had a Facebook group too, created about the same time. I don't know who started their Facebook group first. Only the archives would know that. But I will say that Kano and Aaron started their Facebook group
about the same time.
And
who made the YouTube first? Aaron made the YouTube first.
He's a businessman. He moved faster, which can know how to respect that. Even if they created a Facebook group around the same time.
Okay.
And this parallels. They have a Facebook group similar. Aaron has a website. Then a YouTube. He made moves. You know what I mean? So just like they have a Passport Bros Facebook group, I made moves.
You made moves.
I made moves. So
basically, you and Aaron is very similar, huh?
Yeah, I mean, from a business aspect, we probably are.
Oh, now we get down to it. All you gotta do is ask the right questions long enough. Just be quiet and listen and pop out with the right question. So you and Aaron is very similar. That's why you had such good chemistry. You had good chemistry until you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, to this point, Aaron Ferris, Black Men Travel, says he still respects you as a man even now. He said because of the video, he would not do business with you. The video closed the door for business, but he respects you as a man, as a black man, but he will not do business with you. You have your Passport Bros with an S podcast. He has Passport Bro Live. And that's what it is. The YouTuber with no face, the coward, I feel similar to what Aaron says about you, but I take it a step further is because at least you show your face. At least you show your face is when this person made a video against me. So that's something. A video is a video, bro. A video is forever. It's a video record. It's a video archive that's on video forever. Even if the person was to take it down, someone else can download it. It's already out there in the universe. So once you make a video, that's it. So that's how I feel. So yeah. Yeah, this is my channel. I run it the way I want to run it. I believe when Aaron was on, Aaron did most of the talking. I asked certain questions and let him respond. You came on. You've been talking the whole time. I just interject with questions. So I am letting you talk. But we got trolls. We got trolls that want to tell Big Boss how to run his channel. But that's what trolls do. But so I hear what you have to say. So anything else in closing? What is the whole takeaway from this point? What do you want to be said as we kind of land this plane?
Well, like I said, if his word, whatever the context was, you can run with it. I'm not gonna fight or compete with you over that. If that's his word and his bond, you know what I mean? I'm hoping he could keep that, that could be bond. If not, then you know what I mean, and if it's a conflict, a trademark infringement, then I have to address that accordingly. But yeah, I support what he do. You know what I mean? The guys that he's giving information to, helping him out, things that he's doing. You know what I mean? I want to see him. I want to see him succeed. I believe he is going to succeed in what he do. However, we as humans is flawed too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Are.
So
we are. I'm flawed more than most. So trust me, I know.
So we all, unfortunately, sometimes you got to show people dirty draws. Everybody got some dirty draws. And,
everybody got shit stains, huh?
Yeah. So sometimes, people dirty draws get exposed, and people make decisions on how they want to interact and move. But like I said, I don't have no animosity towards them. I know how to move as far as a businessman and doing things. I can't get mad at certain things. I can't control what another man do. Only thing I could do is do what I could do within the legal realm if I feel it's necessary. If I feel like somebody disrespecting me or talking about me behind them, I'm gonna address it. And if something come up again, someone come back to me, I'm gonna address it as well. So I'm gonna say to whatever guys may have jealous, don't like me, or feel like they can't compete with me when it comes to this travel game, those your personal feelings, bro. If the guys from Black Men's Option, any admins got issues with me, you know what I mean, you could come holler at me. I see a lot of you guys too in passing, and so you know, if I do see you, I'm going to confront the individual. I'm pretty sure that has something to say. So and I know people feel like, man, we shouldn't be beefing. It should be about travel. It is though, but you know what I mean. Don't mess with a man's name and reputation. You know what I mean. Me and Aaron couldn't agree on business. Aaron had a falling out business with somebody else, but that don't mean that Aaron can't be a good business associate with somebody. That don't mean you can't do business with him because me and him didn't see eye to eye, or he didn't see eye to eye with somebody else. So if somebody asks me about Aaron about doing business, only thing I can share is my
experience.
Is what happened.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's factually what happened.
Right. He didn't do anything shady to me. He just said that he wanted to do something different than what I wanted to do. That was it.
Right.
So when I hear about a black man's option or somebody saying something about me that I never had interactions with, like, do not try to slander or pre-slander my name or spread any misinformation, because yes, I'm gonna confront you and I'm gonna check you about it.
Okay, but just for the record though, when Aaron was on, he did not say black man option.
He didn't say it, but I know who
he did not.
About.
So for the record,
he said one of the biggest groups. He dry snitched. He said one of the biggest groups out there. I got kicked out the group. 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah, how many groups you got kicked? You got kicked out of 5 groups?
That was that one group.
You only got kicked out of one group. And that one group, yeah. So 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to reiterate that. You know, I'm gonna say it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from Black Man's Option, keep my name out your mouth. I travel to Brazil frequently. I travel to Colombia frequently. I cross paths with people in airports. I got respect for the work some of those guys in the admin put into the travel game, like Al Breeze. I got respect for his work. Raphael, he's well traveled. He gives a lot. I got respect for them, what they do. But if anybody has any animus or anything bad to say about me, I'm going to confront you. I'm going to check you about it. That's all I'm going to say.
This seems like one to end on. Germany over here says next week these dudes will kiss, make up, and be best friends again. But hey, drama sells. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna share something real quick before we jet out. I don't want to take up too much more time.
Oh shit.
So but yeah, me and I would say this, me and, you know what I mean, and he probably don't want me to put his name out there, but we cool. But me and the previous, I would say, admin of the Black Man Option group, when he was kind of running the group, he kicked me out because they was pretty pro Brazil. That group was pretty pro Brazil, and I was
pro Colombia.
Colombia. You know, I was hating on Brazil a lot.
Oh, you was hating?
I was
nigga, I'd have kicked you out too, goddamn. Get the hell up out of here, man.
I was saying the
cons.
There's pros and cons. I was pointing out the cons of Brazil a lot. But whatever he was trying to do, he felt like me and the group was a conflict of what he was trying to do. And that set me off. Like I wanted to sweat him, like when I saw him. Like I was like, when I see you, I'm gonna sweat him. But he ended up falling out. He ended up falling out with some people, and he ended up, you know what I mean, removing himself from the group, and then the current group took over.
He removed his own self from the group. Damn.
But like I crossed paths with him. in Brazil, just randomly. And And he was like, Rob, I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? We shook up, we talked, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I came to his crib, had a drink, and it was just like, we ain't talk about what happened in the past. We ain't talk about the animosity. You know what I mean? We ain't talk about that. It was just like, man, you know, at the time I was trying to do my little business thing, and you know, and we just didn't, you know what I mean? We just was on, you know, he felt how he felt at the time. But the point I'm trying to make is that we was like, I wanted to sweat him. Like I was, you know what I mean? Like I didn't like him after he did that. Like I thought he was a PUSSY and all this stuff. But when time passed, and maybe that was maybe like a couple years, when time passed, like, you know, as men, I don't hold on to stuff. Men in general don't hold on to stuff. Just like you said, you went Richie Rich, you know what I mean? He said he kicked you out of his group, and
I helped him build that group. I helped him build the group, and when the group got big, Richie Rich kicked me out.
You know, so
sure did. I felt the way too. I felt the way. So, but now look at Big Boss and Richie Rich. So time heals all wounds, you know. But Richie Rich didn't make no diss video against me, showing me as a crackhead. But yeah, like I say, the video is what does it for me. So like I say, this coward who made the video about me, you know, he's dead to me. Once you make a video, that's it.
Yeah.
Anything outside of, even if you go on a live and talk shit, that's one thing. But to sit there and make a dedicated video, hours into a video, and publish the video, you a content creator, and publish a video, that's it. So that's how I feel. Only because somebody made a video against me. But hey, you made a video against Aaron, not against me. If you ever make a video against me, I'll be done with you too. I'm just saying real talk, but it is what it is. The sergeant says, hell no, it's not that deep. It's all love. I hear you. Jay Love said, my travel group was the United States Marine Corps. I heard that. That's a hell of a travel group. You guys kicking doughs. The Navy is your taxi, and you go somewhere and kick in the dough. One of the best travel groups, and you know, bros have your back. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Rich got soft after he got to see it. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. This shit is crazy, though, man. This shit is crazy. Here it is. We finally get peace. Thanks in large to me, with one of our biggest enemies, Minister Jack. And then we have all this internal passport beef. And just generally, I don't care who started it, whatever. I just don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm glad that it sounds like you're going to bury the hatchet. You're going to move on from this. We already know Aaron already said he's going to move on from this. And both of you guys will just go your separate ways. And both of you guys will benefit the travel community in your own ways. You're going to help a whole lot of people. Your channel is going to grow. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. You're a lot closer to me. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Your channel is growing. You've been to 30 countries. You're going to keep traveling. You're going to help the travel community. And of course, Aaron Ferris is going to continue to grow, and he's going to help travelers his own way. So both of you guys are both helping travelers. And me, I'm going to do content with both of y'all. I'm in the middle. Boss in the middle. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm gonna say there's nobody gotta pick nobody gotta pick sides.
Yeah, this is not high school. This is not high school, and I'm grown. I'm older than both of you guys. I'm grown. This is not high school, so I'm not picking sides. I'm cool with both of you.
Right. I'm just saying to the general audience, like, you know, I mean, we rock with both of us, cool. We rock with one of us, that's fine too. But you know, I mean, we, like you said, we both you know, what I mean, are giving something to the brothers in the space, and you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys are. And like I said, you know, I'm gonna keep bringing it back. I'm gonna keep harping on it. Like I said in my video to Minister Jack, the one that was against him, the clap back at towards the end of the video, I said because he said that he was yeah, what he said. He said when he was on El Guapo's Beautiful Lies show that he's in talks with Kevin Samuels to come up with a whole regimen. Minister Japp and Kevin Samuels come up with a program for men. So what I said, yo, Kevin Samuels collab, you need to focus on that. And you do provide a service for black men in the matrix, you know, matrix bound men, right? And I provide one for men with passports. So we're both helping men, and that's what it's about. Again, my channel is a red pill channel for men. It's a men's channel. So my thing is, as long as you helping men, you good with me. Shout out to the brother Rizza Islam. You know, he's been blowing up lately. I like one thing that he said, and he shout out to him. I want to say Malcolm X said the same thing, and a few other black leaders kind of said the same thing, and I like it every time I hear it. And it normally tends to be the Muslims who say this, the black Muslims. He said, if you helping black people, you are right with me. Even if I don't like you, even if I disagree with you, if I see, you know, from the sideline, if I peek over and I see you're helping black people, you're helping black communities, you are right with me. Even if me and you personally don't get along, if you're helping black people, you are right with me. And I like when the brother Rizza Islam said that. So I kind of take that in my own. If you're helping men, especially black men, right? Black men, but all men, male, men's life matter in this gynocentric feminist Western society. If you're helping men, you are right with me. And for years, Minister Japp has been helping men deal with these matrix women. My thing, I just one upped it and said, forget the matrix passport. So we're both helping men. You're helping men in your way, and I'm helping men in my way, and focus on Kevin Samuels and stay the hell off the passport community. I said that, looked into the camera. I said it to Jack, and you see what he typed. So men can have a disagreement. But when you start making ad hominem personal attacks, now you just elevate it into something else. Because at the end of the day, Boston from Oakland, California, man. So if you come at me and you making diss videos, hit videos against me, then that's it. But I hear you though, man. I'm glad that you guys can agree to disagree at this point. What's said is said, what's done is done. We don't need to rehash it. I say, let this here be the last we talk of it. We're still in January. Yeah, we can't say it's the first week, but we in the first 10 days of January. New year. A lot of bullshit going on. They finding new variants every goddamn day. All kind of shit going on. We need some positivity, man. We need some positivity in our lives. We have enough enemies on the outside. We need to work together. And if we don't work actively together, at least don't work against each other. And let's all just help men. Help men escape the matrix. And me, like what my channel is a hybrid. I help men while they're in the matrix, but I tell them to get out. And that's what it is, man. So with that, I'm about to get off of here because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm not monetized. I'm making no money from YouTube, no matter how many hours I put in to either edited video or hours into a talking live stream video. I makes no money, and I still got to work 2 jobs. Right before I did this live, I got off 1 job. Soon as I end this, I'm getting out the Oakland shirt, taking off the chain, putting on a uniform. I'm going to my night job, and in between my patrols, I'm going to be editing some more for a video in a few days. So I got to go make money. I'm not monetized. Get my subscribers up. Subscribe to Big Boss Real Talk. And also continue to subscribe to No Excuse. Me and No Excuse, we're both similar. He has about 950. I have about 910. He's beat me by 40. So let's see who gets to 1,000 first. Let's see if I can lap you. But it's all good, man. So that's the kind of competition. We need friendly competition, man.
Right. Cool. Maybe we'll do 1,000 sub show, man. We'll probably do it catch at the same time, man. So
boom. I like that. No Excuse. And that's a hell of a name, Mr. Brandon, man. That's a hell of a name, man. You can use No Excuse for anything. Your ass worried about password, bro, man. That's No Excuse, man. He be no excuse this, no excuse. That's a catch-all. So that's dope. So anyway, brother, man, good vibes. You know, it is what it is. We're gonna move forward from this point. So I'm gonna let you have the last words. Any last words for the people? No Excuse. ENT.
No, man, just just keep keep supporting the people that you support, and get what you need to get from whatever we bring in. At the end of the day.
Boom. And Germany finally got a serious bone in his body, cracking jokes all damn night. Shout out to Germany, money over honeys. No more excuses. This is a new year. If you guys don't know, this is a new year. 22-2-2-2-2. We're going to do what it do. So that's what it is, man. I'm going to let you go. No excuse. You have a good night, sir.
All right, peace.
And thank you for coming on, retelling your side of the story and letting us know everything from your side. Thank you for coming on the show. Have a good night.
You too, bro.
Peace. Peace in the Middle East. So that's what it is, man. There you have it. We have two camps. In one side, ding, 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 we have Aaron Ferris, Blackmentravels, not to be confused with Cano's Blackmentravels, who had the name first. The world would never know. And on the other side, ding, 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 we got Rob with No Excuse, ENT. Yeah, like I said, my final analysis, man, the whole thing is sad. The whole thing is tragic. The two brothers did have good chemistry together. I mean, they had good chemistry similar to what Big Boss and Razor Ray, my unofficial co-host, had. What No Excuse said is true. When you go on Blackmentravels, a lot of the videos, especially a lot of the high-ranking videos with a lot of views, are the ones with Aaron Ferris, Blackmentravels, and No Excuse. So they made good content together. So it only made sense. The next logical step was for them to take it to the next level. But when money get involved, when it comes to money, niggas act funny. So whoever's right, whoever's wrong, that's for them to decide. My thing is I'm cool with both of them. I'm cool with almost everybody except one fucking troll who is a coward and don't show his face. But outside of that, we're being positive. That's what it is. Thank you guys for coming out tonight to Big Boss Real Talk. Continue to subscribe. Well, can't continue if you already subscribed. That's a dumb statement, right? So everybody, all my subscribers, you go out and you make somebody else subscribe to me. Look over their shoulder and make sure they tap it on their phone. You press their phone for them. God damn it. I can go to 901.8. That's what it is. But yeah. See ya. Peace. And now Big Boss will go to work on my night job and work all damn night and get some YouTube editing in. Peace. Real talk. Big Boss.